all your plus hit and shit.
Kill Morgan. Kill Morgan. Kill Morgan. Kill Morgan.
Also, Kaiman, did you ever get a portrait from Marilla?
No, I don't think he was very inspired by my character, unfortunately.
What a shame.
You should have just said you're like Gul'dan if you had sex with the Babadook.
Look, I like my characters kind of to be not too fucking, set in stone and write it out and all that. I kind of like to develop the character as
What
I
I'm
go.
hearing is we need to go back to that AI art picture I had where he was just
Had,
fucking
a 30 pack.
Giga Chad fucking Amia looking motherfucker. Where is my D&D folder? Because I realized
Making a barbarian that can barely talk and only wants to kill and have sex.
Marula sent me this. A quick little doodle.
Based. Marilla's so fucking good at what he does.
He is.
I hope he keeps expanding on it.
And to show off to the stream.
Also, dude, I'm so fucking depressed. I lost 100 parts to a fucking assassination.
My arms.
I know what it feels like to be Donald Trump now.
I don't know if that statement works the way that you think it worked. I'm pretty sure he's glad.
It was an assassination attempt.
Oh boy, killed in a fucking sack again? Oh my god. Such insane counterplay by the fucking Alliance.
Alright,
you should have been with the boys in blue, pussy.
Dude, fuck the Alliance. Oh my god.
Go back to your mud hut. Go back to your mud hut.
Every man for himself. Fucking so cringe. Nothing matters.
Okay, what race are you?
I'm a fucking orc.
You have fucking blood rage and relentless. Why are you crying?
I get fucking killed before I can do anything because I'm clothy.
You have the most fucking overpowered fucking racial that's existed in ever.
Which one? The one where you just hardness? You could 25% stun resist. That one? The one that doesn't do shit half the time, 25% of the time? I don't think I've resisted
that would be what 25% means.
Yeah, I don't think I've resisted a single rogue opener, and I've been killed 1,000 times by these fucking unmentionables.
Sounds like a skill issue.
I'm going to kill you. I'm gonna.
Maybe you should have been playing Alliance
with your spine. They don't have space goats. If there's no giant blue asses on the Alliance side, what's the point?
They have night elves and dwarves.
Night elves are fucking. They're not it.
It has dwarves, which are the best race.
No, dwarves are not the best race. All right, that's not true.
Vibe, can you smite him? He's insulting dwarves. That is a capital crime.
I mean, in my experience, dwarves tend to be dweebs. Schizoids. No, schizos.
It's true. Grimber, the fucking
Aurelius.
Featherwing, all the dwarf enjoyers are genuinely just nut jobs and should be put down. They think, I'm not sure what it is that causes such profound mental retardation.
I mean, aren't you playing an orc?
What else am I gonna play? A troll?
Yes.
Kill yourself.
Or a Tauren.
A Tauren warlock? That's new. I mean, they could be rogues. Might as well be warlocks.
All right. Do you have any questions about your leveling up, everyone?
I have not heard anything because I'm doing laundry.
Oh, based. Welcome back.
Power.
Welcome back. Poppy killed us all. We're going back to the Legion.
You're all
giant
rabbits.
butt cheeks.
I think the worst thing I've ever I think the worst thing I've ever done is teach them about fucking magic stone.
Freaking-
Yeah, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You've created a literal demon.
Guys, if you sub to Poppy, you get 3 months of Apple TV.
Okay, what is that about? Why are they offering Apple TV?
Ew. Why Apple TV?
That is strange.
Where's my Jav subscription? That's more of a Poppy bonus.
Yeah,
Why would you?
where's my Iwara coins? My Wura coins?
Look, if
Okay, I can continue my
Fanza,
sub in
if they
2
wanna,
days.
you know, hey, I'm here.
Okay,
Right.
so you were saying about the level up.
Well, do you have any questions about your leveling up?
So let me send you my thing. I haven't even picked my spell yet because I don't know what to get.
That's fine.
Actually, let me pick it right now.
Do you have any concentration spells at the moment?
Do you have any big thinkies? You have to think.
So you get-
concentrate.
One more signature spell, and you can have another stolen spell, though I don't think that's really applied to you yet.
No, the only stolen spell I've actually had was that sleep spell.
And then you have a third first level spell slot now. And as for Jack of all trades, because I did put that little testing block there.
Yeah, that's for level 2, right?
Yes, you have that now.
Yes.
Yeah. So what? I was gonna ask about that. So is that something that I can now use forever for each and every proficiency I have?
So the bottom block, I'm not sure of yet. I'm not sure what I had in mind when I was writing that. As for the top block, yes. Everything above that little testing cutoff, you definitely have. And it applies as it is written. So any skill check that you make that you're not proficient in, solely not proficient.
I think I like that third one.
Which one? The starting at the second level, you can add half your base attack bonus.
Is it you leveling up, or is it I
No,
could
no.
have sworn it was you leveling up.
Yeah, I'm leveling up.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking Morgan.
I'm saying I like it because that fits what the original version is more closely.
Half your base from that any skill check that you make you're not proficient in. For only a bit of the checks, you add a quarter. That one is really good. I haven't really actually done any testing with any of this so far. So
Oh dear.
this is the first bard since Morgan's bard in whatever we want to call the previous 17W.P campaign. So yeah, basically if you make a skill check with a skill that you're not proficient in, you can add your base attack bonus to it.
So my base attack bonus would be my charisma, right?
No, it would be your base attack bonus. There's a
Which
stat
is
on your
going to be
sheet.
2.
Yeah,
That's
so
gonna be
you'll be
+2.
adding, at this point, you'll be adding +2 to it. And this bonus cannot make your skill check higher than +11. So it's essentially giving you a 50% chance at passing anything you're not proficient in if you have enough BAB.
Damn. Okay.
And eventually kind of tapers out, so. It is I really had to rack my head over this one. Aside from that, I don't think you get anything else special.
No, I don't think I get anything until level 3.
Yeah. So your next level, you'll get something.
He did get 2 more non-weapon proficiencies as well.
Oh, that is right. You are a specialist. You get a lot of those.
So I have not looked at our proficiency list in so long.
So non-weapon proficiencies are your skills and anything that you can find on that proficiency list.
Oh, okay. So like let's say I'm gonna get So if I'm already proficient, can I add on top of that, like weapon proficiencies?
Well, that will be a weapon proficiency. If you're proficient, yes, you
Oh
will.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
let's say I have a I have a proficiency in performance. If I add another on to that, like, would I get another +2?
Uh, I you'll add one into the rank,
Oh, okay, add 1 into the rank.
and then you multiply your rank by 2, and that's your bonus from rank.
That was just straight up +2 for rank.
Well,
Wait, so I would have 1 rank, then 2, so that would be +2, right?
yes.
So it would be so right now since I have that proficiency, I'm at 0 weapon, right? Or would I be at 1 since I picked it as a proficiency?
No,
first?
the first time you take it, you put it in the checkbox,
Yeah, that's okay. Got
and
it.
the second time you take it, you just put 1 into rank, and then you just increase that rank up to a max of 7 if you want.
Oh,
with
okay.
proficiencies. So if you get 1 rank of performance, then you'll be having, I think, 16.
Yeah, 16. Okay, so I got 2 now, right? All right. I got 2 non-weapon.
Why is my Adobe saying that it can't find these files? What the heck?
They don't exist.
I love Adobe. I love that Adobe has a stranglehold on the PDF market.
Dude, we use a different PDF reader at work. It's called Nitro PDF. I don't know if you also need a license for that.
And
think
you can
I've heard of
always
it.
use LibreOffice.
LibreWorks?
LibreWorks, yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I can't even find a good open source one.
It's what I use for Steam Deck when I want to work on something on the Steam Deck, and it's
Interesting.
Linux.
I'll look that up. All right. Any other questions you got about your leveling up?
Nope, I am gonna be picking my two non-weapon right now.
All right. Let me put away my writing project. I'm tempted to continue on writing this ghastly scene that's about to happen to poor Elaine Shaw. All right. Where were we last week?
We died.
You died? Well, see you guys next week.
No, we didn't die.
You guys met with a Greythorn man, I believe. I look for a notepad plus plus. Isolte struck a deal with Hansel Toth Emhart Greythorn, remove some parasites from people in return for assistance with the Pearson situation. Esker is tailing William Evans after having a long night of drinking with his buddy Rowan. I think all of your guys' investigations led to you discovering that there is a Greythorn family sponsoring Roger Pearson's stay here, and that Greythorn family, I believe you got the name from Hansel, is the Trotter family. Isolta met with Rue. You gave her the drug and the recipe for the drug, so she's gonna be out there breaking bad.
I'm making that reverb.
Making that reverb. Sending dudes to the Shadow Realm. I think that's all that really happened.
Yeah.
What's your name? Raph met with a halfling mage and got a scroll of invisibility from him.
Oh yeah, that's true. I remember that part. I remember the halfling and like talking.
All right.
Everyone else's shit I don't remember as well.
And we left off with, I believe, Raph speaking to that mage, getting that scroll, and I think Kara went off with Rowan and Syl to pack the cart and taking you guys, preparing to take you guys east.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you guys want to start where we left off? Or should we just put you guys on the cart? Do you have something you want to do before you leave town?
I think you just put us on the cart. I can't think of anything unless there's something they want to do.
Party?
Nope.
All right. We're getting on the cart.
We're getting on the boat.
Yeah, we're getting on the boat.
I'll see you guys in
when this
I'll see you
when
guys
this
in
game
5
ends.
years.
God.
Okay. You guys. Kara packs up the cart. Rowan and Syl, you do your best to help. She gathers some provisions. She drives the cart out to the east side of town. Isolte shows up, gets on the cart. Raph, you get on the cart as it arrives, and you guys ride out the eastern gate towards the east. About, I think it's a 12-hour ride. Maybe like 6 hours out, you'll see the thicket off in the distance, quite some ways away, as the terrain starts to get a little bit more hilly. And just to keep track of things like we always have. It's a... What is the weather today?
It's perfect out.
So I pull up calendar on. It's a nice... It's actually kind of chilly. A chilly spring day in the mid-60s. No wind. Not a cloud in the sky. A couple wild dogs off in the distance. Anyone want to kill them?
That's not me. No, it's a Morgan angle.
Yeah. Couple wild dogs off in the distance. And we don't need this music anymore.
What music?
Do you not hear the music from the foundry?
Nope.
I don't hear anything through Founder now.
Really?
Yeah.
How about now?
Okay, now, yeah.
Do you guys have your volumes turned down?
Nope. I hear it now.
I don't think I have it muted. Let me check the tab.
I hear, but it's very quiet.
Okay, maybe I just gotta lower it on my end and then turn it up on the jukebox. How's it sound to you guys?
I hear the audio now.
Okay. It just used to be deafeningly loud to me. Now I just gotta adjust my own local volume and then raise the actual jukebox. All right, you guys ride off. It's a calm day, a little chilly. That thicket is off in the distance, and you guys will arrive there in a matter of hours.
Thank God we're gonna make it and not get murdered by fucking assassins. But we're gonna travel and not have like the assassin scare.
15 feral rabbits jump out of the woods. It's 15 swarms.
15 can pick a hippas appear with chain gun.
Life is like a...
Somebody give me a luck check.
You're welcome.
Oh boy, life is like a hurricane. here in
Holy.
Hold on.
fucking
Isolte,
Terra.
can you break the crit chain? Oh my god.
Was that a crit too?
It was
Balling
an
out.
87. It is well,
So we got the 3 worst crits possible,
Yeah.
including the literal worst crit.
well, see you guys next week. We'll have new characters and you
It's
know,
time to bring out the dwarf.
we're not fading to black with everyone dying. For your guys' information, I rolled a nat 20 and a 5. So, on the luck. Which is,
Oh, so we're gigafucked.
It's over. We're all gonna die.
No.
Or alternatively, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe
It was-
the encounter.
let's just say it was a very good encounter that could have been fun, but none of you seem to notice anything about it, as you're all completely oblivious to this little thing in this place somewhere. Maybe you guys ended up driving around a hill while it is on the other side traveling in your direction, and you just completely pass by each other like two ships in the night. It doesn't matter. Y'all keep traveling. Eventually, you will reach that thicket. It's nothing special. It's just very funny how it played out. Hold on. Let me just...
It's definitely nothing special for us. That's about our. That's how it goes.
There we go. I'm just going to screenshot that. Beautiful. Powerful.
Like, this is the average of my players. Please understand.
Look, my players just aren't so skilled in the rolling department.
They're unlucky, one would say.
Unrucky. You guys make it to the thicket.
Everyone's too busy just bickering and yapping against each other to notice something.
No, I want to kill Pearson. No, we let Pearson go. No. I want to drink with Pearson.
It's true. Rowendal wants to serenade him. and,
Who's
like, convince
Pearson?
him Convince him to see other women.
Look, there's a lot of
Like,
fevers
hey,
in the world, Mr.
You,
Pearson.
you know what? That is a good idea.
He's gonna go up and be like, "Yeah, look, I know we just passed by the wagon of like the Sukata clan. It's full of women. We could get you one of those chicks, Mr. Pearson. How about you just like fuck off?"
You guys arrive at the thicket.
Maybe he's like a Greek or Roman.
Shut the fuck up.
There is a trail leading into it. And if you guys drive in about 10, 20 minutes, you'll see the familiar face of one Hansel Toth Imhart Greythorn. He will wave at you guys.
I will wave back at him.
Franz, I am glad to see you have arrived so soon. And he takes a look around. I did not think you would be bringing company.
Well, I told you I'd travel with a gaggle of elves, keeping them plantationalized and busy.
Yeah, yep, that's right. Are they loyal? Are they the proper kind of elf?
So far, haven't had to whip them too much. They keep in line.
Rowan is passed out.
Very well. Please, if you would
It
follow
sounds
me.
just prodding him.
Our camp is not too much further from here.
Lead the way.
And he will hop onto his horse and walk along with you guys. Eventually, you are led into a camp. It's a smallish camp. There's a handful of tents. There's a campfire sitting square in the middle. There's like a little table cut out of a felon tree with little stumps nearby to sit on. It looks kind of lived in, this little camp here. You'll see about a dozen people, a mix of both men and women, all of them human, seem to be Greythorns, and a couple children running around. They seem to be minding their own business, playing swords with sword fighters with sticks.
How perfect are the sticks on like a scale of 1 to 10?
They're like heavy branches. They've had all their little branch offshoots like cut off. Nothing special.
Morgan's gonna go up to him and be like, "Your sticks suck. They're not good. They're bad. This is a real sword, or scythe, or whatever the fuck was in the box."
Takes the
No,
kid's
no, I
stick,
mean,
breaks it over a knee.
like this picture. The perfect stick.
Like that one picture where it's like the stick, the wall of stick weapons.
All right, that's not the perfect stick. Its guard would break.
It seems like a mighty fine stick to me.
That's a solid 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I mean, for a
It's
child, yeah, that's probably an awesome stick. Let's be real. Mount that on his wall. But no, they're shitty. They're shitty branches that they probably picked up off the ground and just pulled off the little extra offshoots just to play around with. Hansel will lead you off to the side where all the horses are tied to posts, and you can leave your stuff here. Frau Trezani,
Mm-hmm.
if you would follow me, please.
Okay.
Surgeon Terzani.
He will lead you to a tent that's further outside of camp. Maybe like a 10 minute walk. And there you will find a tent, and there's a little makeshift fence. Looks like it's meant to keep in lighter or livestock, you know, like if you had goats or something and you just wanted to keep them in a little pen without having them wander off too much. They know that this is their home. Not too sturdy. You could probably just break it open if you put enough force against it. But he leads you in. He leads you into the tent, and he sort of gestures for you to walk inside.
I come in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I was thinking about something else. Inside, you will find 3 people, all on small little straw beds lined with furs. They are motionless. Their eyes are wide open, staring up into the roof of the tent. These are the 3 people that we require you to save.
I nod.
And he points around. You have these gentlemen over here who, well, they are the ones who have brought this to my attention. And he will introduce you to a couple more men. They look a bit more rough than normal.
How rough? Like rough? How?
They look like they live in the woods. Like that kind of rough. They're not
Okay.
people of a town or a city or a village. They look like they might be barbarians, maybe?
Druids?
Maybe. They don't seem to carry any heraldries or any special accessories that you might associate with a druid. They just look like men who live off the land, alone.
Alright, so do they look like Greythorns or anything like that? Or
Yeah, they match the general description of a Greythorn.
They look like Paul Bunyan.
This man here is George. The other man is Frederick. They both give you a nod.
I nod back at them. So I have a question for you guys. Are these creatures new, or is it what you have always been accustomed to?
The two men look at each other. They lean into one another and start to whisper something. The Frederick, who looks a bit older, he shakes his head. He steps forward. These creatures are as we've always known them.
Okay.
However, the three that you see lying here, they have no business to have them within them. It is a sensitive matter for my clan. These creatures are sacred, in a sense. Sacred in the idea that they are not supposed to be trifled with. However, well, they now rest within these three bodies.
And I assume you guys know how they enter the body.
The creature can enter in various ways. If one were to take host willingly, some people. When one takes the host willingly, it usually enters through the neck. And he will move over to one of the bodies. He'll lift the blankets off the person, and he'll point kind of like around, not so much the larynx or where the bone of your throat, your Adam's apple will be, but kind of to the side, closer to the jugular.
Okay. And for these three, where did they...
Well, that is a curious circumstance. He'll pull the blanket off the guy that he's pointing to right now. And with, what was the other guy's name? Let's call him Gregory. Frederick and Gregory. He'll come over and he'll help
It
him.
was George.
George, there we go. I knew it was a G. He will help him move the body to the side, and you'll see on the back, close to the spine, just below the ribs, there is a sort of a large red mark. It looks like it's been healing over. This man has had this creature enter from here. And he'll put him back down, cover him up with the blanket, move on to the second person. And he'll take the blanket off that guy. Another, I think the first guy is a man in his like 30s. This one is more of a man in his mid 20s. He'll tear the blanket off, and he'll point to a little incision. It looks a bit more fresh. And right here, just above the navel. And you'll see.
Is incision like natural, like if an animal would have made it, or is it like precise?
It's a bit jagged.
Okay.
So it wasn't. You could tell it wasn't done with a blade, or at least not a sharp one. Right here, just above the navel. This one has not yet healed over like the last one. We expect this man to have been a bit more fresh in his taking host. The third one is a mystery to us, however. He'll move over to the third person, another man, maybe about also in his 30s. We've inspected this man from head to toe. He has no markings on his body. However, he displays the same stupor as the rest. If this man were to have this creature inside of him, it is possible that it entered through his mouth. Or by more dire means.
I not. I will ask them if they have seen the twins that compete with what's her name?
Rue?
Yeah. And I will like give a description of them.
You were told their names, right? You know their names.
Yeah.
I can't say that sounds familiar to us. To be honest, we do not like to consort or cavort with Whitevine. What is the word? They give us the creeps. Present company excluded.
What did you mean by that?
And I believe Hansel has informed you that we do have a small set of animals who have fallen the same fate. If you wish to investigate them, we can... They're around back.
Okay. And do these creatures normally take animals as hosts, or is it?
It is also quite unusual. Once again, most of the time these creatures are taken willingly. It is rare for one of them to take host in anyone, for it must be done willingly in order for them to be inside someone in the first place.
And what if someone was made into taking one of these creatures?
Well, that would be unheard of. But of course it is not impossible. I imagine if it were such the case, that these creatures would simply take host as they usually do, in one who does do so willingly. There is a bit of a trial, more so a ritual to taking one host. It is possible that the ritual is the difference between having a proper host or a failed one. But in all my years of having witnessed such a ritual, it has never failed.
Mm-hmm.
He nods to Hansel. Frau Tazani, if you wish to see the animals, I can lead you to them now.
Yep, I will go.
He leads you outside the tent and takes you around to the back. The other side of the pen is a bit elongated, and you'll see over here in the corner there is kind of like a half-built chicken coop. And in the coop you'll see a cow, a fox, a chicken, and what was the last thing? A wild dog.
Okay.
You can do whatever with these creatures as you please. They are yours, and for the sake of a successful surgery for the other men. Is there anything that you and your comrades would need for your stay here? Maybe more materials or anything? Medicines? Poisons.
500 beers.
Not for now.
Of course. I will see to it that your comrades are taken care of. If you need any of them, simply give a holler. And I will come running.
Yes. Can you bring the male elf here, please?
Jawohl.
Give me this in turn.
He'll take his leave. Rowan, about 15-ish minutes later, well, actually, you're asleep. The other two stooges, about 15-ish minutes later, Hansel arrives. And, he approaches you, Rafa. Herr Raff, I have been requested to bring the male elf to Frau Tazani.
One moment. I'll look over at where we dropped Rondal in a pile. How are you gonna get him over there? What's your plan? So he ain't too heavy.
Well, I can drag him if I need be.
I'm awake.
Well,
Herr Elf. The Frau Tazani requires your assistance. If you would please follow me.
you trying to save him or you trying to turn him into something else, sir? Did she seriously ask for Rowendal?
That is what the lady demand.
Damn.
You're
Rowan
free
doesn't
to
even
come
know.
as well.
Yeah, Rowan doesn't even know what the hell this is all about. He's just like, I fell asleep in the back of the cart. I'm now here.
I imagine you
I
all
think
have
I'll
a set of
pass.
skills that would be useful to him.
Yeah, I don't think Isolte ever told Rowan what the hell's going on.
I forgot last time because I thought we had more time. I was gonna go talk and ask about the parasite, and then I was gonna actually explain it to them what we were doing. But I didn't get around to that.
Rowan doesn't care. He doesn't. He's like, whatever.
He's like, whatever, man. Like, maybe there'll be booze there. Gonna start drinking the like fucking rubbing alcohol.
Has Rowan had rubbing alcohol?
The blue spirit.
Probably, yes. He had the minty flavored ones too.
Wait, there's minty flavored rubbing alcohol?
Yeah, it's like spearmint
Why?
because it smells good. I have some in my
For the cooling effect.
I have some in my sink right now.
Are you sure that's not just like Everclear or something?
No, they actually make mint scented alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Totally not meant to help kids go blind. Well, you follow the Greythorn man, Rowan?
Yeah.
All right. He leads you down this trail to it's a 10-minute walk as you see a large tent off in the distance. He leads you around the back of the tent to where you'll find Isolte, standing beside what looks like a half-built chicken coop and a series of catatonic animals. Frau Tazani, the male elf as you requested.
Thank you. I will beckon Rowendal over. Yeah, have you ever seen something like this? And I give him the picture of the thing.
Rowan, you're handed a picture of that leech-like creature. I intended to draw it myself, but I never got around to it.
Yeah. at it, is the bobbit form thing, right?
Yeah, with like a spiky head and a fat leech body.
Little sea lamprey looking motherfucker.
Yeah, it's the stuff of nightmares.
Look at Isolte. I have a picture. What does it do?
Wait, what?
Your voice is
Your
cutting
voice is
in and
cutting out a little
again.
bit, yeah.
Oh, I ask is like I have the picture. I'm looking at it. It looks like a leech with lots of teeth. What does it do?
This. And I show the animals. And I like poke one of them.
Are they dead?
No,
I poke it.
they are very much alive.
They react slightly to your touch, but it's kind of like just like a little jolt, like if you poke someone when they're asleep, they might kind of have a little sort of motion. But that's all. Their eyes all open. They just seem to be staring off to whatever's in front of them. We do not need carriage sounds.
I ask Isolde, what, so these are in there or?
Yeah, they are burrowed inside of them.
The people already tried taking them out surgically?
That's why I'm here, but apparently there's an issue with it. And if it goes
Usually,
wrong,
where are these creatures located at?
as in their normal habitat, or
No. So the Greythorns have already told you where they are. Where do these creatures burrow into? The stomach, the brain?
normally they go from the neck to the spine. But for the cases we are presented today, they did not do that.
Where did they go?
For the animals, I'm not sure. For the humans, they went through the back, the the front side, the stomach, and the navel, and the last one probably through one of the orifices.
And are these so do these animals, how long have these been alive? Are they
This
being
was too
fed
spoopy and mysterious.
normally?
Is any of the great terms around? Poppy said.
Hansel's around. He's kind of sitting off on a little makeshift chair, away from you guys, giving you guys your privacy, your room to speak.
Alright, I will ask him.
What do you ask him?
If these animals are being fed and if they eat normally.
No. 9. We have placed food in front of them, but they do not eat. We have been sustaining them the same way you would an unconscious man. You placed honey upon their lips at the hopes that they would lick at it. The animals here, we believe them to be a bit more fresh than the men inside the camp, the tent. Also, I believe the wild dog is on the precipice of starvation. If you're going to act on any of them, I would suggest using that one first.
Okay.
And do you know where the parasite has gone through into the wild dog?
I have not inspected the beast myself. I can go and ask the others if you want.
Please
No,
do.
no, it's fine. We can cut it open.
All right. So I will take the dog,
Mhm.
and I will feed him some Rosenwasser.
Sure. You take the dog, I imagine, get down on his back or something, tilt its head up and
Yep.
pour water into its mouth.
Yep.
You're not gonna cut it open. Okay.
The scientist just wants to
You're-
cut things open. You are also cutting out still.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's just because of the push to talk.
The water goes down the dog's throat, but it's going down the wrong pipe. It starts to sort of reactively sputter and heave the water back up.
All right. I will feel around the dog's like spine and see where I can feel something off.
You feel along the dog's spine. As you run your fingers along it, you can notice that you expect those little like bumps. I don't know what they actually call those little like the spines. It's the little bone spurs that stick out of each disc. But you feel that where there should be one of those little divots, it's kind of smooth over. Like what I'm drawing over here. Those little spine things on the back of the backbones. You'll feel as you run your hands, there's like there's no divot in this little spot here.
Okay. And it feels squishy.
You press it and it does have a little give.
Does it react when I press?
It does. The dog's legs start to kick a bit as it shudders slightly.
All right.
So, do you want to do Isolte? I I have the soapstone out already.
Well, we need to get rid of the fur in here. And I point at the point where I was touching.
Oh my god.
Let's go. I use the soapstone.
Lord have mercy.
Hello, consequences of my actions. Completely unintended. Yeah, you brush out the fur. You brush the soapstone against the fur, and a whole sort of patch of hair comes off with the stone.
Damn, it's like it's a fucking it's a shaver.
I look at the stone.
It does so after like the fourth swipe. The first like 3 swipes. The first swipe itself just kind of cleans the fur. The second swipe doesn't seem to do much. The third swipe makes the fur look rough and ragged, like it's splitting hairs but not taking them off. The fourth swipe actually brings a whole lot of fur off, like he ran a roller over a very fuzzy and shedding cat. And maybe like the 5th and 6th time you'll get to like bare skin, although the skin is a bit frayed now.
All right, I will
So,
ask.
do you want me to keep going?
No, stop right now.
Damn.
For now, I will ask Hansel if what happens if the host dies.
As far as I know, if you have a proper host, if the host dies, the creature inside of them will eventually remove itself and begin to wander about. As far as these ones, I am not sure. The last couple of animals that we've had that died, we tossed into a pyre and burnt them. At first, my people thought it was some sort of plague. But if it was Frederick and George who have told me otherwise.
All right. Let's keep going then. I'm gonna take out
Soapstone, rub.
I will let him do one more thing with the substance.
Alright. Rowan, do you brush your soapstone across the site one more time?
Yes.
Yeah. The top layer of skin tears off. And you see only muscle now. Well, maybe the bottom layer of skin and what looks like, a much clearer view of what lies underneath, which is still hidden beneath, like, silver skin and muscle. And you got some bones popping out. But there is a big lump between the two, clavicles? Cervixes? I don't know what the actual segments of the spine is called. Vertebrae. There you go. You see a lump in between the vertebrae.
I look to Isolte. Okay, Isolte, your call. If not, it's gonna be
done like clear. I'm asking you, like clear segments of.
Is what?
It seems like it breaks down the
Whatever layer is touching.
whatever layers it's touching it, as long as it's the same amount of swipes through it.
Interesting. All right, keep going.
Keep going. Okay. Soapstone goes up. Soapstone goes down.
What do you have? Fucking nothing anymore.
You peel the soapstone over the site again, and the last layer of dermis tears off. And then you do it one more time, and now the muscle around the vertebrae also begins to tear off, and now you start seeing sinew and bone.
But is it clean cuts though?
It's clean on the smooth spots, but once you get to the kind of, the divots, those kind of get left behind, so it's not as clean as you would like.
Yeah, but it's clean where I'm rubbing. Right?
Yeah.
Like
Where the stone makes
clean
contact, it is clean.
Like super surgical.
I want to say super surgical. I would just say, it did tear at you. It wasn't really. It wasn't clean cuts every time. It was tearing away, kind of like running demon's ivory along your skin, which you wouldn't know, but your other characters would, and you and Meta would know. You as a player.
Damn, I miss my Tanto.
All right, so do we see anything?
Yes, there was enough space. There was enough surface area for the soapstone to sort of cut away at the skin above the vertebrae, and you do see a sort of arriving blackish brown mass in between the vertebrae that in this area that you cleared out.
Do I pull it up?
No. I take a needle and I'm not gonna poke it with the like pointy part, but actually like use it to move the thing around.
Move it around how? Are you just like jostling it? Are you trying to see what's in between it and the bone, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
kinda.
Okay.
Like moving it around, seeing like where is it like burrowing into, where like the body parts and stuff like that.
Mhm.
All that thing.
You press against the creature's body, and it gives rather easily. The body seems to have this little squish to it. When you peer inside and pull the creature to the side away from the vertebrae, you'll see the actual creature's spine.
Like the dog or
The dog's spine.
Okay.
But the actual surface area of this creature, you'd say you only got a glimpse of about 2, maybe 3 inches of it.
So where's the rest of it?
Coiled around somewhere. I would say you're looking at like a I don't know, 2x4 cut into this dog's body. Two by four cut
Right.
in across its body horizontally, maybe exposing 2 vertebrae at best.
That's a lot of space.
So do we see the parasite's mouth, though?
No, you do not see that jagged claw head part. You only see its squishy body.
Can I pull the body a little bit?
How do you do
Not
it?
too hard. Grab it and pull it.
You pull a little bit, and it seems to... It has a little give. It's partially because it's stretching, not so much that it's being tugged out of position. Are you doing this with your bare hand or with the needle?
I mean, with the hand.
This creature is unnervingly soft.
Alright. I'm gonna grab a knife and start cutting the skin of that eel or whatever.
I'm gonna start cutting the skin off the creature.
Yep. Wanna
Okay.
see what's inside.
You begin to operate on the parasite. Give me a dexterity check. Beautiful. You take your, I imagine, scalpel, and you...
Yeah, kinda.
Are you cutting a section or are you skinning?
I'm opening it.
Okay, so you're cutting out like a little square.
No,
Or are you
I'm
cutting
doing an
a straight incision?
Yep.
Okay, so you cut a straight incision, I would say an inch, maybe 2, or whatever you have here. And you, I imagine, peel open the wound.
Yep.
Inside you'll see a sort of dark red, blackish set of fibers. And they all seem to pulsate slightly. There doesn't seem to be any organ in this little section of its body. Just these fibers.
All right. I'm gonna. So where does the body go to?
Let's see.
Like towards the head of the dog or towards the tail of the dog?
So if this here is the spine in purple, and
Mhm.
if I change the color on my drawing, can I change the color of my drawings? Hello, graffiti artist in my game. How do I color this? Alright, whatever. You see this little line here, right? And what you're seeing right now is just this much.
So the body goes inside.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna make an incision on the dog, like running along the body of the thing, and just open it a bit more.
So you cut more towards the dog's rib cage then, right? You're cutting horizontally into it? Or
Where exactly in the spine is this right now?
I would say
Is it upper back, lower back?
upper back, closer to the head, maybe by where the shoulders of the animal will be. Dog head here.
Oh, and that's pretty much okay. That's almost the
Ears.
neck then.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna cut open over there.
Okay. You cut open into the side of the dog. And you'll see much clearer now. As the dog's organs are all functioning, and they're not increasing in pace or decreasing, it doesn't seem to be breathing harder. Nothing seems to be pumping too much. You'll see that this thing, while it's wrapped around the spine right here, it looks like its body is kind of extending upwards towards the head.
All right. Okay, let's go with an incision like running along the spine into its head.
Okay. You run along the spine to its head, and you will find another coil. It's not protruding as much, but it's much more tightly wound, so you wouldn't have felt it when you were doing palpitations. There is a much thinner coil of the creature up here in this little region, right by the shoulders, just at the base of the skull.
Still no head.
No.
Give me a second.
Hmm.
It's over.
He failed his sanity check.
If only had a faithful companion, such as a black cat. to keep him sane.
No, he had one of those at one time, actually.
That's true. I remember one of the first stories I heard about Poppy Quest was how Harmu like fucked a furry lady and got like some kind of furry disease.
She was a werecat, or yeah, something like that.
They went to like a town and everybody there was fucking.
And she tried to inflict therianthropy upon him. Sadly, he passed all his constitution saves, and then he wanted to go back. They didn't let him though. Eventually, he gave himself to Rowan's master, and got turned into a cat boy.
Harmu was like, "It's worth it. It's fine."
I think his token went from this pencil art of I assume, Japanese man, a rough-looking Japanese man, and we turned it into Felix.
Oh my god, another cat? Garfield?
From Felix or Ferris, whatever his name is, the one cat boy from that one shit anime.
Oh, the trap one.
Yes.
To be
my
fair, Felix
God.
actually has a very defined reason as to why they're doing it.
That's so true. Like, I'm sure there's a great reason to run around in women's clothing and talk like a woman.
Yes, there legitimately is one given.
Yeah, make pee-pee hard.
No, the person he's under is essentially masculine in activities and such, and so he's taking on all the
Her
femininity.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, yeah, that's like the legitimate reason. It's real.
It's a kind of a common Japanese trope.
And then in one of the games, there is actually art of him in normal clothing.
All right,
Okay. Welcome back. So,
I don't think that changes anything. I gotta be honest before we go back to the surgery.
I am Dr. Chris Turk right now.
Surgeon?
Resident surgeon.
You're not internal medicine?
Oh, you are in season 1. Never mind.
I just finished it.
Okay, then. It's resident surgeon then. All right. Let's see. What happens if I like press this part of the thing's body?
it continues to writhe the way it did before. The dog kicks a bit. It
Alright,
shudders a
I'm
little.
gonna open like a small incision on this part of the thing's body.
Mhm.
See if there's anything interesting inside.
Yes. As you cut in, you will see that jagged claw-like head. It's buried into the spine from within, like inside the rib cage.
Wait, what?
So here's another doggo here. From what you can gather, the thing is like this, coiled around again, and its head is buried from the inside of the rib cage. So
I'm right now more towards its tail than before.
no, more towards its head.
But you sit inside that, like we were already at its shoulders on the first part.
No, you're in mid back, and you move towards its shoulders. You're close
Okay.
to the base of the skull now.
and it goes back into the ribcage.
Yes. Like you'd have to get into the rib cage from the dog's anterior. Point at your
Okay,
heart
so
right now.
it's
It's in there. It's buried into the spine from the front, essentially, not the back.
okay. So it curls around the spine up
Mhm.
until like the neck,
Mhm.
and then goes like right next to the esophagus back into the.
Essentially, it's kind of tied a little
Okay.
knot.
So I'm back.
It's like that nerve that goes all the way to the heart, but has nothing to do with it.
The vagus nerve,
Yeah,
the dumbest nerve in the body,
yeah,
that could cause you all sorts of pain, even death.
yep.
Miracle of God.
He did it as a joke.
The dog twitches a little.
All right. So, do I see anything in this part of the body of the parasite?
You cut into the body from here now?
Yeah, an incision.
Give me a dexterity check. And where exactly are you cutting into the creature? Closer to the head? Are you cutting on the little thin part that's wrapped around the spine?
Yeah, on the thin part.
Okay.
Also, does my surgery proficiency act do anything?
Yeah. Throw another 4 onto whatever dexterity check I make you do for this. Nice. How's it the same? Oh, managed to get the exact same roll. So you cut an incision into the creature from this point, and you will see that there is kind of a set of organs here. There's a little discolored piece of flesh. It's white, and inside that white you can see a sort of a tint of greenish yellow. And then there's another organ. It's more like it looks kind of like a blackberry. It's close nearby.
Okay. Gonna drop a bit of rosenwasser in there. See how it reacts.
What about if we give it the Rosen lean?
God, what if we give it booze? Get the fucking grub drunk, and then it won't know where it is, and it'll want to leave.
Actually, that might be a good idea.
Actually, we get it drunk, and then it's like, damn, I need to drive and drink. I have to get the fuck out of here.
Actually, no, if it's a living creature, we can probably stimulate its senses. I take out the black molasses kind of thing that I had.
Rowan's talking to the voices in his head as you pour Rosenwasser onto the
he's-
creature's incision.
Rowan is yapping. He's like, okay, what can I do? I have this thing from the fucking, what is it, like the meth, the liquid meth.
Beer McRicook.
Okay.
He's dead. The surgeon was paged.
Calling Dr. Isolte. He's gotta go pick up his vodka and pierogies. Is there what's a stereotypical Russian food? Because I keep going to pierogies.
Borscht.
I
Borscht.
mean borscht, but then there's like these little meat pies. What are they called? They're not like pro. Pierogi.
Roshki.
Oh, beef stroganoff.
No. What the fuck? No, Russian?
Stroganoff
Yeah,
is
it
for
is.
later.
That's true. Stroking my beef.
I'm stroking it.
And Rowan, you're searching for your that like black licorice
Yeah.
syrup stuff.
Yep.
The Jägermeister.
Dude, what? Beef stroganoff is originally from Russia. Holy shit.
But they
I
gotta
don't
be
believe it.
they gotta be drunk at every turn. So why not put alcohol in your food?
It's true. Why not? Sure, the fucking alcohol enhances the stroganoff.
Oh yes, nothing like a white Russian with fruity pebbles.
I mean, vodka's basically a food.
Is it?
I mean, all alcohol technically is. Beer, the original sort of concoction that was beer, was meant to feed working people. Just because
Yeah,
it
it
was
was like
so heavy in
fucking-
nutrition and like yeast and calories and shit.
Yeah, it was bread and it was
Yeah.
liquid bread.
It was liquid bread.
How many
They-
calories are in a shot of vodka?
They have writings dating back to like ancient Egypt where people would work living off of beer.
It's 100 calories per shot?
Alright, I'm back again.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Alright.
As you pour
Does it?
the
Okay.
rose water into the creature, it seems to increase its sort of activity. You'll see that little blackberry thing start to pulsate as the rest of the body also does the same.
Can you repeat that? I was talking to someone.
The creature starts to increase its activity. So before, the body was kind of pulsating a little bit, very slowly, but as you pour the rose water into the creature, it increases. It starts to kind of like its pulse picks up, essentially. The little blackberry organ that you see here is also pulsating. Every little bulb in that organ starts to like pump. The little pale white organ also starts to swell up a bit.
What about the dog?
The dog seems to kick and writhe a little more, much more than it used to.
Alright,
As a matter of fact, its respiration starts to increase, and its heart starts to beat a little faster.
okay, can I get to the head of the creature?
You can. You'd have to work around a little bit. You're gonna be like
Alright,
sticking your fingers through the holes of its rib cage.
that's fine. I mean, there's really no holes in the ribcage. There's a kind of silver skin around it.
Well, you'll have to make holes through the rib cage to get to it.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna make an incision on the rib cage, like skin-ish,
Mhm.
and like around where the position of the head is.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna try to drop Rosenwasser on the head directly.
We'll go with your previous roll because
Okay.
it's not too difficult this work. It's not as much precision needed because I don't think you care too much about preserving the life of the dog, right?
No.
So you do just that, and you pour the water onto its head. The head, from what you can see, kind of looks like one solid sort of whitish brown cluster or clump of like chitin of some sort of hard material.
Mhm.
You pour the water onto the head, and it still has that same reaction where the creature the body starts to pulsate, and the rest of the dog starts to kick and writhe and shudder a little more.
All right, so it doesn't like Rosenwasser. Let me try with alcohol now.
Okay, what kind of alcohol?
Pure.
The purest.
I
You pouring
hand
it?
him the alcohol.
You pouring it on the head, like last time?
Yes.
The creature reacts almost violently as it's not just pulsating and shuddering, it's starting to twist and turn inside the body. You'll notice that the previous two incisions that you've made, you can see the body sort of tightening around the spine. The head moves a little bit.
Haha, time to get in here. I slap I slap some of the black molasses onto the thing while Isolte is staring at it.
Good doctor, bad doctor. Same thing. It seems to continue that sort of violent writhing movement.
All right, and for my so far last experiment, I'm gonna drop salt on it.
Okay. You drop salt onto where?
The head. And one of the incisions, the one with organs.
Okay. The reactions become even more violent. You'll notice that the white organ starts to swell up, and then it pops as a greenish yellow ichor starts to seep out.
Mm-hmm.
The creature stops moving. The dog stops moving along with it.
Are the dog's organs like stopped working?
They're
Did
they're slowing down. The dog kicks a little, and you can hear a whimper.
I mean he didn't whimper during all those fucking
No.
cuts, so
And then a gurgle. And then it stops moving entirely.
okay. Alright, can I free the head from the spine?
Yes. It takes a bit of a yank to get it off, but you do pull it off the spine, and it takes a chunk of spinal cord with it. But you have the head freed.
Okay. So how does it look like? Was it? Did it attach to the spinal cord?
So from what you can gather, there is two sets of claws. One is the larger one on the outside, and one towards the mouth. There's a more like that lamprey eel kind of, but the claws are much more flat, more blade-like. When you pulled the thing out, a little piece of bone can be found inside that inner claw area, and you'll see that there are two prongs sticking out of the mouth that are still attached to spinal cord, and they kind of rip the cord out with it. So there's a little plate of bone and some spinal cord attached to the head of this leech bobbit worm thing.
You think it'd be good grilled? Isolte, I said, do you think it would look good grilled?
I don't know.
I'm already fastening a stick for it so it can get grilled.
I'm gonna bring the sanity stat into this game.
Hey, you're the one that said it looks like eel, so it might have eel-like taste.
I don't think people eat lamprey eels, do they?
They do.
How do they taste?
Like
I don't
unagi.
know. I mean, normal eel is pretty good.
I love normal eel, freshwater.
Imagine it's not that bad if you know it's just an eel.
No?
Oh yeah, here it is. It's the perfect one. He even has like the heavy heavy accent.
Do gnomes know how to use electricity?
What's electricity?
Okay, there's no electricity. Lightning.
Probably. I mean, you know that the West often uses lightning in their divine magics.
I was going for a more technical usage of it by basically the gnomes that make guns.
Who knows? I don't think Isolte's ever met a gnome.
I mean, surely I have studied something about them.
You've probably heard about gnomes, but I don't think the use of lightning as a technological feat is kind of a well-known thing, if it is known at all.
I guess you could say that they're not like an elf, they're not a goblin.
I think Syl just lost 1 HP.
Based.
They're just gnomes.
And we'll soon be
Somebody
dying
kill
of
this guy.
cringe.
Somebody kill this guy.
Alright, so
So does Isolde have it in their hands? This big ass.
Do you try to unravel the creature?
sure.
Takes a little time, but you eventually can do it. It seems to have no more grip on the spine. You roll the head into the body and out of its little knot, and eventually you'll have in your hands 9 inches of strange strange leech bobbit leech creature.
So, have I seen something like this with our research over in the West?
Ooh, give me a luck check. You've seen something similar. Phew. At one time, you might have been, you and your group of researchers might have had Lily bring a strange serpent-like creature through the lab to have you guys dissect and sort of categorize and label whatever body parts it might have. It was different though, because that creature had a bunch of little legs, like tiny little legs.
So,
And look,
was it more insect or eel-like?
probably more on the insect side.
Okay, this one is more eel-like with like red meat and everything, right?
Kind of. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I hold my hand out, Isolte, and I'm like, give me.
Uh, Before I give it to him, I will kind of like open it and see what kind of organs it has.
Okay. So you do one large
Yep.
incision. At the head, the head itself seems to have all the organs, if you could even call them that. A bunch of various lumps of flesh and sacs of some sort. There's that one white sac that kind of goes for like the first 3 inches of its body, and then that little blackberry thing as well is seems to be unique amongst the organs, that resides just around the middle of that white sac. The rest of its body doesn't have any organs. They're just fibers of some sort.
All right. I will take the fox now.
Okay. How do you handle the fox?
Same way, but this time I will make an incision like where I where the head was last time.
Okay. You make an incision around where the head was on the dog, and you will find the exact same creature in the exact same spot.
Okay. And let's see. I will make a incision on the parasite at around where the blackberry should be.
Okay. Go ahead and make me another dexterity check for this one. cut into the creature, and you find that little blackberry organ.
Alright, I will give it a gentle touch with a finger.
Doesn't seem to be much of a reaction. It seems to just pulsate as it normally does.
Alright, is it connected to anything else or is it just there?
From what you know with the previous creature, it kind of has a stem that leads up into the head.
Alright, I'm gonna cut that stem.
Okay. The creature writhes for a bit. The fox starts kicking a little bit. But the pulsating of the creature's body halts.
What about the fox?
The fox starts to kick a little as it seems to be its heart rate and its respiration rate starts to increase.
Alright, I will close the fox up and try to get some analgesics for him. Whatever works as an analgesic right now.
I assume you would, because you got medical supplies back from.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have opiates. Remember that
Alright, I will
Silkwood
give him
campaign?
some opiates. Yeah.
Yeah. You get the fox nice and high.
Come and get the quests.
You guys playing Season of Discovery right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You give the fox some of the opiates that you brought with you. Its respiration rate seems to decrease, as does its heart rate. It stops kicking as much.
Alright, but it's still alive, right?
Looks like it.
Alright, think I will leave it there and check how it how it develops from here for a bit.
Alright. So you
The
hold off
goof is
on
killing me.
investigating other creatures?
Yeah, for now.
Alright. How long do you wait? Is it just a touch and go thing, or?
I'm just gonna wait for like a few hours.
Alright.
Come to me, I can share the quest with you.
You wait around a couple hours. The fox begins to kick some more. It looks like it's about to get up, actually. Like it's trying to get to its feet. But then it starts to writhe a bit as it gives a bit of a cry. And then a whimper. And then it stops moving.
Your quest log is full. Drop a quest. Is it still alive though?
No.
Alright, I will open it up and see what happened around the area where the head is.
You'll see that greenish yellow ichor leaking out of the creature's wound. or the creature's incision.
So the sack thingy.
Burst. Or maybe not burst, more like this time it like dissolved.
Okay. Hmm. Can I take a bit of that ichor thingy and see how it feels? If it's like acidic or something? Like, not taste it, just how it feels on the skin.
Feels slick.
Ew.
It doesn't cause pain or anything like that.
Doesn't seem like it.
All right.
Acid can burn after a little while, or if you add like fucking other shit to your hands.
Rowan, I'll taste this.
I eat it.
Umami.
How much?
Whatever the hell Isolte gave me.
Oh, he's back to the Shadowlands.
How much give me a dexterity check to see how much you gather, and then I imagine he's not just licking it off your fingers.
Oh no.
Barrel.
Is it a surgical dexterity or just dexterity?
Just regular dexterity. Kind of just, I assume, taking your scalpel and scraping goo off this leech. Maybe scraping it off on some sort of hard surface, maybe a vial, and then handing it off to Rowan.
Yeah, kind of.
And then Rowan, you imbibe this little,
Yes.
like, half teaspoon of liquid.
He's gotten further away.
Yeah, you are a little out in the abyss right now.
Oh yeah. I taste it.
He's sipping.
It has a very metallic taste to it. And also, throw me a constitution check. I'm applying a secret penalty to this. So roll well.
Oh boy. Do you know what group this is? Do you know where you are?
Yeah, the people that roll well.
Ooh. Ooh. Let me just write this scale down that I had in my head.
Rondell's jaw melts off. He'll never be able to yap again. It's like the Deadpool from the Wolverine movie.
Okay. Okay. And it has a metallic taste to it. Gets a little sour to the aftertaste. Maybe your tongue gets a little numb.
So,
It could be better. Maybe cooked, grilled.
Grilled acid. Yummy. Yummers.
I mean, you say that, but you lemons on a griller. Nice.
Lemon. That's a different kind of like flavor though.
It's acid though.
Yeah, but there's citrus there. There's more to it than just fucking spinal fluid.
All right, drop here.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not poisonous then.
For now.
Rowan, you feel a wrenching in your chest,
Oh dear.
Okay.
and then that wrenching feeling goes into your gut. And that wrenching feeling kind of shoots through the rest of your body as if every muscle in your being is cramping up. Your vision gets a bit blurry, and you reel over in pain. And you take
Reeling over. I'm reeling over in pain.
You take 4 points of damage.
Holy shit, just from that?
Yeah. The pain doesn't seem to stop though.
So, in this pain, am I still able to talk to Isolte?
Just having like a normal conversation, like, wow, I'm
Yeah, but it
fucking
hurts.
dying.
I am in pain, but this is freaking great news. Get as much of that bile as you can.
What?
Good news, everybody! The cancer is flowing again.
Like I said, get as much of that bile as you can. It is gonna be very, very good.
Huh.
I'm in pain. My insides are exploding. And it's only been like 10 seconds.
I'll say you guys are waiting a bit for like, I don't know, a few minutes. As Isolte mulled over her next plan of action.
Is the Great Thorn
Yeah, I'm sure that's what I'm doing.
As she's questing in Azeroth.
Yeah,
What were you
is
saying,
the
Ron?
Great Thorn looking at us though?
Yes.
Just sitting in the room, looking
Can
at
you-
Rowan all keeled over, vomiting.
Yeah, Elf, are you fine?
Oh yeah, I'm great. I am. I give him the big thumbs up. It's gonna go away in a bit, but I'm probably gonna need to vomit this out. So can you grab me some food?
I'll find you something. He gets up and runs off to the camp.
This is the perfect time to see if this is actually something that's attacking my body, or is my thing with it not being poisonous absolutely wrong.
We'll take him some time. Oh, I guess if he... Is he being urgent about it? He did run off. It was a 10-minute walk to this location.
Well, it pretty much depends. Does Rowan heal through it before he even gets back? Because like it's I'm probably gonna have to imbibe the bile again.
You don't feel like you're getting better.
Oh god.
This is great. Hasn't happened in a while.
The sweet release of death. No more torture at Kulu's hands.
I'm mortal.
All right.
It's one of those things where it's like, oh, thank God, something can actually hurt me.
I don't know.
Remember, the
I don't
GM
know
will
what
always
to do
find a
right
way to
now.
kill you. Alright. Well. Raph, Sil,
So
what are you guys
yeah.
up to in the middle of camp here? Most of the people here don't pay you too much mind.
I am just gonna study the scrolls that I have currently. I'm not gonna fuck with invisibility scroll out in the boonies.
The children do seem to be rapt at attention with you, though, Raph. This is probably the first time they've seen a giant in person up close.
Fucking giant. The giant diversity hire. God damn it.
Yeah, all I can imagine, is like Sill's just sitting there watching like Raph having these kids like crowd him and trying to like climb on him like he's a fucking jungle gym.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's just Raph just sitting there. He's like,
He's the
Raph,
human and they're the cats.
Raph will ignore them as dealing with Rondal has built up his tolerance to foolishness.
Do you speak Greythorn, Raph?
I didn't take it, so I
Okay.
probably don't.
Yeah, you got these kids just kind of, every once in a while they might peer at you from behind a tree, or maybe even get close and like whisper something at you and then like scurry away, and you'll hear this too still. There's a couple kids coming up, saying they're
Still
funny
doesn't
little
understand
German
a
words.
fucking word being said.
Oh mein Gott, it's the giant!
Oh my god, it's so giant Sponson. Wir schon eingehoffen.
Raph, aren't you supposed to know how to fucking speak this language?
I didn't take Greythorn specifically, so I'm not just gonna be like, yeah. So unless Poppy's like, yeah, actually, since you're from the region, it's one of the ones you speak. Because I know I speak Whitevine.
Do you?
Yeah.
And why the fuck do we speak in Ebonics then?
What? What?
It's the White Vines tend to speak Black Bloom at Raph. They don't speak White Vine to him.
They speak my mother tongue as they respect my kind. Due to all our contributions in the area.
Like what?
Like freeing the elves from slavery. Giving them great jobs on plantations and farms in the area.
Isn't that just slavery, but you're paying them now?
So are we gonna get philosophical about what it means to do a job now?
We're all slaves to someone. Rowan,
I'm starting to understand more and
Yeah.
more why you flunked out of wizard school.
the pain continues as a few minutes pass, and you take another 4 points of damage.
yeah,
Does he have the HP for this?
You should now. He has the second most HP of the party, I assume.
yeah. I have 18 HP right now, and then every 6 seconds it like regens, right?
You don't feel like you're getting any better, actually.
Wait, how much HP?
Let me just update your token here to have 18 HP.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then I'll knock off.
That's almost as much HP as me.
It doesn't let me.
Oh yeah, you leveled up.
Wait, did we give you 18 Constitution?
Yes, he has 18 Constitution. If you check, if you check his stats, his weakest stat is Strength at -3 or 4. Yeah, if you look at Rowan's stats, he is completely fucking crazy as with his stats.
Go ahead and make me another Constitution save though, or Constitution check.
The only thing holding Rowandahl back is ironically his brain.
He's the smartest one in the
Yeah.
party.
Okay, just because he has int does not mean that he can like use. He has big brain, but it's smooth. There's no single fucking ridge in his brain.
He
It is
just needs
smooth.
he just needs a little Vyvanse. That's all. Get him some Adderall.
Oh my god, fucking this is.
Put some reins on his brain.
I think outside of strength, the only stat he doesn't beat someone in is wisdom.
The pain begins to subside a bit, but you don't feel like you're getting any better.
Do we see what's his name come back
Yes.
to camp?
You see him arrive in camp in a bit of a rush as he walks over to one of the women by the campfire who is currently cooking some sort of stew. She points him over to the table, and another Greythorn is over there placing rolls of bread, more like hardtack actually, onto the table as some of the kids come by and grab some of the bread rock. He grabs one of them. He grabs one of the little squares and he runs back off towards the tent, or towards the he runs down the trail again.
It's not working.
He's back in the shadow realm.
Ever calling is the abyss.
Oh, my token isn't working again.
Oh boy.
Why was able to
Just
affect it?
Just continue. I'll fix it.
Please put in a ticket with the token team.
Can everyone else use their tokens?
Let me try. Where's my?
It's just Rowan being special, as usual.
Yeah, I can use mine.
Oh, do you have the proper selection token controls selected?
Do you have the drawing?
Yep. I have token control selected.
That's strange because I can see your mouse hovering over, but
Okay, I think it works.
okay.
You're
I don't know.
welcome.
Why is there a purple dot on top of it?
I will ask the Greythorn man how goes it.
I'm not entirely sure what they are doing, but the elf has seemed to have reeled over in pain and asks for food.
Was he drinking on the job?
I'm not entirely sure. I was not paying too close of attention to what they are doing, but I must really go. If you wish to follow, now's the time.
Sure. I will follow the man.
Okay. You'll follow him. Why can't I change your... There's a purple dot on his token. Do you see that?
It's the special dot.
Yeah, he's Indian.
No, they don't have purple dots. What the fuck?
I can't change his thing from here. Maybe if I... Oh, whatever.
Try making him a new token. I don't know.
I'll try that.
Didn't we do this last time? Where we tried making new tokens and that just caused more problems?
Click on his token, click on where it says token at the top, and click on link actor data.
Click on this token, special.
It should be checked. That's what I did to fix that token.
Yeah, it says link actor data, but I also can't edit his HP. Maybe if I go over here. Okay, maybe that'll work. 18. And keep that 10. Alright, there we go. Still has the purple dot on him, though. I'm not sure why that's there. It's fine.
Just means Rowan has ascended.
Well, I guess it's the special dot of being level 2.
He's a first Dan retard.
Yes, he's ascended from black belt, retard. Do you follow as well, Sil, or do you just leave him be?
I'll follow him. It'll be fun to watch Raph do Raph things.
Hansel
No.
runs down the trail. You guys can follow him. Eventually, you'll be led to a larger white tent, and around back, you'll find Isolte and Rowan next to a couple of animals. One of them seems to have been poorly butchered into, while the other one looks like it's been stitched up. There is a cow and was a smaller animal. What was it?
A chicken.
A chicken. There you go. There's a cow and a chicken nearby too. All of them seem catatonic. Rowan is kind of curled up in a ball as Hansel approaches. Here, this is hardtack. It'll be difficult to eat, but it is food.
Mix it up with a bit of water and it will go down a bit easier. Rowan, what did you do?
I am gonna eat it with my Kalulu spoon.
It's a bit difficult. You got to carve into it. The hardtack is pretty much bread leather.
You just have to eat it the Steve way. Just fucking mix it up with a bit of water.
Nice. And some, like, 50-year-old coffee.
Instant coffee, too.
All right, you dig into the hardtack and try to get as much as you can into your Kalulu spoon. In your Kalulu spoon of Ipecac.
What does Rowan look like currently, outside of the writhing of pain? Is he changing color?
Sweaty, pale. Same color as always. Maybe he has some dirt on his face now, though. Honestly, he's sweating a lot, actually. He looks physically in distress.
You're supposed to cook your food before eating it, Rowan.
Yeah, did you get bit by a snake out here, boy?
Nah. I point to Salt. I ate that thing.
What?
You ate Isolte?
No, the thing in her hand.
Isolte, what's in your hand?
Mangots, did you really feast upon the creature?
Yup.
Do not let the others know that.
Wait, why?
You are treading upon sacred ground.
Oh, it's just a religious thing? Oh. He completely just brushes it off.
He grumbles in Greythorn.
What possessed you to try the blood of a parasite? What exactly made that sound like a good idea?
When is it never a good idea?
When it's an idea you think is good.
That is true. Do you know how far we are from town to be getting poisoned? Is that what happened to him, Mr. Hans? Poison, or what exactly is
I
happening to our boy here?
am not entirely sure. I thought it best to let the two of them do their work.
Yeah, Isolte's very competent. She got a decent head on her shoulders. Mr. Rowendahl, however, maybe
He's
not
lucky
so
to have a head at
much.
all.
Yeah, that's quite the accurate statement there for our boy here.
Well, I have merely put the trust into the Tormani Fraulein.
Okay. I'm gonna keep on eating more hardtack with the spoon.
Okay.
Well, if you die, you ain't gonna be able to get that one kobold's hat. I'm gonna take it. I hope you realize that.
Oh, I realize that.
On that note, is there anything we can do considering your oddball biology? I ain't no doctor, but I'd prefer it if you didn't die out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm trying not to die either.
Then why did you eat it?
Wait, is the blackberry thing still on the hill?
And which one?
On the one we opened from the fox.
Yes.
Alright, I will throw the blackberry to Rowendell and tell him to eat it. After he vomits.
I think Rowan has ate enough today.
Too much laughter out of this semi-serious campaign.
Well, I'm gonna just keep on eating. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go in a corner over there.
you eat away at your hardtack, and you go sit in a corner.
I'm still in pain, right?
Yeah, you still hurt. And maybe like a few more minutes pass and you feel the last like shudder of pins and needles run through you as you take 2 points of damage. But 7 minutes later, you will throw up a unholy amount compared to how much you've consumed. What was it? Tenfold?
Tenfold.
So a little square of hardtack ends up being like a whole, I don't know, a whole meal as you vomit it out as little bits of bread and fluid eject from your mouth in a forceful manner off in the corner somewhere. You still hurt. everything hurts. Every step you take hurts. And it doesn't seem to be getting better.
Damn.
Do we need to take you back to town?
No. Good.
I don't think
Are you-
anyone in town will be able to treat him.
What are the chances he gets one of these parasites in him from drinking that gunk?
I don't know.
I don't even like the sound of that. That wasn't a that inspires confidence.
I don't know, my
Rowan
dice
makes
are
me
just so
wonder.
funny today.
Rowan makes me wonder something, and that's if all the other elves under Kululu are just as so we'll just like motion to her head and like do the whole like crazy sign.
Does Rowan see this and hear this? Or is it just Sylvan just thinking to himself?
Oh no, he's saying it out loud to Raph and Isolta.
If Rowan can hear it, Rowan's gonna be like, yeah, we're all like this.
Foul was like Valulu fucking owned though. Valulu was very competent. She was arguably the most competent of that party. Also, all of our fucking campaigns, all of our parties are like this. It's just a clown fiesta.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
To be fair,
Traveling salesman
Rowan is a
with
one-man
fucking-
clown fiesta.
Where's the little cat man with the fucking belt to change genders? I'm gonna buy it from him before he gives it
You know what?
to
Here's the way to put at it. The three of us are Freddy, Velma, and Daphne, and he's both Shaggy and Scooby in one.
He actually goes super shaggy as well.
Dude, Shaggy Blanco.
Shaggy Blanco.
Shago Blanco.
Oh,
Okay,
Rowan,
I'm just gonna say it. I think
Rowan
Red
would
Shaggy would be Green Shaggy.
Shut the fuck up. There's no green transformation. That's in GT. That's not canon.
No, there's Red Shaggy, there's Green Shaggy.
There's no green Shaggy. Shit, that doesn't exist.
The second series of Scooby-Doo, when it was just Shag, Scoob, and Velma, he had a red shirt. Oh, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, it was the one with the the dog that everyone hates.
Alright, now that he has thrown up, I will give him the blackberry to eat.
I don't think using one of our comrades as a what's the word here? Some form of test tube. I don't think that's ethical or a very good idea.
Do you imbibe the forbidden blackberry?
yeah.
Consumed.
He just fucking eats it. Oh my god.
All right.
Rowan, if you die, my boy, don't worry. I have a plan for you.
Is it burying him?
Oh no.
Well,
No,
the
he'll
blackberry
live on
is
forever in some form.
about the size of an actual blackberry, but it's has this sort of slick, meaty feel to it as you pop it into your mouth and I assume chew. It has a weird sort of, it's kind of salty and sweet, but it has a very an actual like umami flavor to it. It has this sort of meaty, this meaty sort of feeling, this meaty sort of taste. It's like if you were to season a tender cut of beef with like a sugary, salty kind of seasoning or dry rub. It doesn't taste half bad. The texture as you actually chew though is weird because it like each little globule on this thing kind of bursts into this weird slick oily feel. And that's about as much as you're getting out of that taste description.
Finally, some good fucking food.
Nice.
Yes, weird spinal parasite creature. A rare
That might-
delicacy.
Yeah, a rare delicacy for the fucking. If you don't get fed shit in Madman's Rest or wherever Kalulu is.
No, I think he would eat it if he was given it.
Even if it wasn't something that was dangerous, he probably would have eaten it. He's like, if you just told him and just handed it over to him, it's like, yeah, let's try it out.
You don't feel anything strange after swallowing, though.
Raph will like kneel down and look very closely at Rowan.
Alright, I will take the thing that was inside the dog and give the ichor to Rowendell and tell him to eat it and then eat the blackberry, like in succession.
Yeah, again, what is imbibing all this going to tell you other than that it's gross and most normal people can't eat it?
I can tell. Poisonous or not, the bile is probably, yeah. It's very, it's destroyed my insides. As if it was a light swatch burrito.
Uh-huh.
Three layers of cheese, beans, and meat.
3 layers. Good Lord. Oh my god.
And he starts doing it. Fluffy flour tortilla. Wait, what the hell was I supposed to do? Just eat this and then eat this blackberry?
Yes.
I just pop it in.
You eat the ichor?
Yes, that's the first thing he eats, and then the blackberry.
Okay, make me a constitution check.
Alright, have some of this Rosenwasser.
Sip the Senzuline.
Oh, God. Can I use my dice now? My luck dice now?
You have your luck dice?
My chaos.
Your
You
chaotic
can't use it on yourself.
aspirations? Go ahead.
I have never used it, but let's try it again. Is it just another roll?
Yeah, it's roll whatever the chaotic aspiration die and add it to your check.
He can't use it on himself. That was the issue.
Ooh.
Okay,
That's right.
I will have
That's right.
I will have to live with this nat one.
Well,
I think. Okay, I'm just gonna interrupt for a second. The fact that that one is a 19 is fucking insane.
that is insane. And thankfully for you, the poison check is immune to natural ones. Whatever your value is your value.
Oh,
But you don't know the secret modifier I've added to this roll.
-2.
Oh, you wish. You wish.
Minus 22.
It's minus 10. Just the first
Oh,
one.
that's not good.
Yeah. And then you eat the blackberry.
Yep.
Okay.
And then takes a sip of Rosenwasser.
yeah.
He's just using this guy as like a beaker to fucking test shit.
As a guinea pig. You know
That's
how...
it's not
Are
something
guinea
new.
pigs
You know
in Terra?
Probably. You know how Harmu's people treat those things.
Harmers people get with the fucking guinea pig.
Well, I imagine you wait around to see if something happens to Rowan, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Rowan, after about 8 minutes, you feel that sharp and intense feeling of pain well up inside of you. You feel that twisting in your heart. You feel that retching in your gut, and then it shoots outward to your limbs. And this time, in a fog, you reel forward, unconscious, as you also take 3 points of damage. You guys see this happen to Rowan. It happens in a flash. He grows pale, he starts to sweat, then in an instant he just sort of keels over and falls limp onto the ground.
Am I unconscious?
Yes.
Is he dead?
Nah.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
I give the man prestidigitation, and then you guys kill him.
As you do.
What do you do? What?
I'm not sure just yet. I'm
Yeah.
gonna wait and see if he wakes up.
Same. I mean, I don't know what to do with the eels right now.
I'm gonna get some of the Rosenwasser and pour it on Rowan Bell.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Do you have ether?
Do we?
Oh no.
Ether?
Yeah.
Like alcohol?
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be a question for Hans. Well, I mean, I have.
No, I mean, would I have it on my set?
Oh,
What exactly is ether?
Very pure alcohol, but very smelly. Like smells. Actually, I should have a sample of smelling salts. So I'm just gonna put the smelling salts up his nose.
You try to revive Rowan. And give me another Constitution check, Rowan. Well, he was in this curled up state, in a little ball on the ground. He he shoots up straight. And Rowan, the world, you're conscious once more as you feel this sort of burning burst of, I want to say energy, but focus come in. You're awake once more, although extremely groggy as that focus clearly fades away, and that shooting pain emanating from your core to your extremities is still there.
Damn. Lay on the ground.
God, I'm so glad none of you are actually healers.
That's true. We're all combat or like some kind of autistic specialization this time around.
To be fair, as a Hybara bard, he's everything.
That is true.
He's every caster.
Rowan, a few minutes into your consciousness, you feel that pain shoot outward from your chest again. This time you only take 1 point of damage, and the pain starts to fade slowly, but you still don't feel like you're getting better. You are, however, everything hurts. Everything hurts more than it's ever hurt, as far as you can remember. And the rest of you can see that he is in a very bad state.
I am just laying down on the ground.
Oh my god, it reminds me of this one TikTok that's like fucking Vegeta dying of cancer. And he's like, Kakarot, this cancer, it's too strong.
Goku dying to the flu.
That ichor would be a very good poison. I'm on the ground.
Yeah. You start to
But
be
also-
beset by delirium, Rowan.
But all Rowan can think about is how freaking crazy of how crazy that ichor is.
Now I ain't no doctor. Mr. Zani's a surgeon. Sill's a
I'm the wrong kind of healer.
yeah, we might need to take Mr. Rondal back, and y'all, you and Sill, I suppose, and Kara stay here, or maybe me and Sill take Rondal back, and Kara stay here. Truth be told, I'm not sure how to treat him or where we take him to be treated. Boy, you gonna die.
He's fine.
Why not make him throw up what he swallowed?
That's a great question.
Because
don't
he
got an
did
answer for
earlier.
Right, I'm gonna stick my fingers into his mouth until he gags and starts gagging more.
Based.
Do you allow this to happen,
Where's
Rowan? Rowan, you're
Yeah.
delirious. You see the visage of Lulu approaching you as she sticks her hand towards your lips, her finger into
It's
your
like-
mouth.
It's all I've ever wanted, Bruce. I want to go out. At my
Perfect.
waifu's hands.
And she shoves her whole hand down your mouth, and you gag and retch and against your wills vomit. She's still there. She gives you a coy smile. You can feel her warm embrace as her muse appears before you. Is the elf going to be alright?
Yeah.
Well, he said that he could reattach his arm if we cut it off, so probably.
He looks on the precipice of death.
Can I hear this, or am I still delusional? Like, if I can still hear stuff, but I'm still
Yeah, you can still,
delusional,
you
right?
can still, you're still delusional. You can still hear it.
Okay, I give the thumbs up. I'm like, yeah, I'm absolutely fucking great. Like, better than ever. So Lulu is here with me. He is literally going to say, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I've seen this before. He'll probably be fine. If not, we'll figure something out. Rowan, how would you like to be a sacrifice? How does that sound? You no more slavery. You find absolution and a new service.
Don't send him to a farm.
What are you trying to get me to sign? A timeshare?
Sign right here, and I'll take care of everything else.
This is not crossroads.
Could I sacrifice Rowan to the Black One as tribute?
I
Are
think
we
you would
those kinds of warlocks?
I think you would owe more money.
The Black One, like, take this retard back. Get the fuck out of here.
Be placing-
Rowan gets to the Black One. He just yaps. This is like, what is this, Raph? Just take him back.
the Black One regretting their DEI hire.
A warlock so delusional he thinks he's a wizard.
I'm simply exploring the many facets of the magical spectrum as a way to better serve my patron through a strong understanding of the arcane, the darker magics, and anything in between there.
Have you used any magic?
I have, and it somehow just did not meet its mark. Not entirely sure what I did wrong, considering I was point blank, but these things happen.
Well,
All right, so
Rowan heals. Why not just cut open his stomach and remove it, and he'll just get better?
Yeah, Miss Surgeon, why don't you just cut him open out here in the middle of nowhere?
I'm
How
gonna
does
go
that
back
sound?
to the fox. And did the head detach from the spine?
Just completely ignores Rowan.
It's the head's gonna detach from the spine. It's gonna start crawling around like in the thing.
No, the head is still attached to the spine.
Dude, we're actually gonna end up playing the thing out here. We're gonna have to start testing.
Yeah.
Rowan's the fucking dog. At the beginning.
No, the head's still attached. Do you try to give it a tug?
Uh,
Yeah, only one. Any more than that would be fooling around.
I'm gonna drop alcohol on it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the part where it gets up and crawls away.
Does it write any like?
No. Doesn't seem to react
Okay.
at all.
Gonna slowly pull it. Does it feel attached to the spine?
It does. Do you try to remove it despite the little resistance it's giving?
No.
Okay.
Right, I will take the chicken and I will do the same thing, except this time I'm gonna try to get the sack of ichor out before the blackberry.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check.
The special one?
Yeah. Ooh. That it is. You search for the worm, trying to estimate where it might be inside the bird's body. That is a much different anatomy from the two creatures you previously operated on, but you do find it. You make your incision. You locate the sack. How do you attempt to remove it?
Alright, where is it? How does it connect to the rest of the thing?
In a similar fashion to the other two, the head is at least connected, but the body is more hidden away a little bit, just because there's not as much space in the body of a chicken.
Okay.
Because right now I'm trying to harken back to what I remember the last time carving into a turkey was like.
What about how is this sack connected to the creature though?
From what you can tell, the sack itself is kind of kept in place by a thin film, and it extends upwards towards the head. You can see the sack sort of taper off as it gets closer to the head. But
What's
like
that?
the previous two creatures, let me get my drawing tool out here. So you have the sack here, right? And as it gets closer to the head, it kind of thins out.
Okay. Can I get a torch? I will ask Hansel.
He nods. He runs off to the tent and comes back with a lantern, a torch, and some pitch. Or the pitch is already on the torch. Do you require me to light it for you, or do you wish
Yes.
me to hold the light?
Light it up.
He lights the torch.
Alright, I will put my scalpel on the fire and wait for it to heat up.
Mm-hmm. Your scalpel is heated, hot, ready.
Alright, I'm gonna cut at the thin part of the sack.
Okay. How do you do it? Do you go about it delicately? Do you try to
Yes.
sever it quickly?
It is kinda delicate, but it's a very swift cut.
Okay. You cut the sack.
And I will remove it from the body.
Okay.
Right, what happens?
Yeah, you cut the sack and then you cut away at the film, keeping the sack in place, and pull it out of the body. The creature writhes a lot during the entire process. but from what you can see, or gather at least, it doesn't look like any of that ichor has leaked out. You have in your hand one sack of green and yellow ichor.
All right. How's the chicken?
It writhes as the parasite does, but it seems to still be in that catatonic state.
All right. Now I will cut the blackberry.
Okay. Got the blackberry. Just like last time, just like the fox, it starts to writhe and flap a bit. Chickens. Doesn't just writhe and flap a bit. It actually gets up and starts to flap about. And then it kind of flops to the ground and starts to give that sort of croning squawking sound of a dying bird, but it bleeds slightly from the incision. That's about it. It's on the ground, not motionless, but it's there. It looks like it's conscious and in pain.
All right. I will close the incision and I will give it some smelling salts.
It kicks up and starts to move a lot. It's running around. It stops eventually. It kind of just lies on the ground, sideways, trying to keep that incision from coming into contact with anything.
All right. I will clean around the incision and just watch the chicken like for a few hours, see how it develops.
Just like last time, you observe the patient. It comes in and out of consciousness. It seems to try to just be wanting to rest, but eventually it does just seem normal for a while. Granted, in pain.
All right. I will wait until tomorrow and see how the chicken does overnight.
Okay. By this time, the sun is probably gone. There were two 2-hour waiting periods. Yeah, the sun is setting. Hansel will offer you guys a space at camp.
Should we leave him or bring him? And Sil will motion towards Rowan on the floor.
Yes.
Okay.
Raph, do you have a thought that isn't saying yes to a question that has two answers?
Raph is being right back at this point in time.
You know what? Rowan heals. Sil will just drag him.
I'm gonna tell Rowan to do that tag shake.
Everyone's dead.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll drag Rowan back to camp as the light of both moons, the Lune fading, and Mara coming into existence, guides you back to the Greythorn camp. You guys can bed down from the night. They will feed you.
Wait, what's the date?
It is before midnight. It is the 24th.
Ooh, okay.
The Greythorns will feed you. They have a nice stew, venison, with a host of wild root vegetables and some hardtack to toss into your soup.
More hardtack.
Yep, they offer whiskey and beer to drink, and you guys can bed down for the night.
Is Ronaldall okay? Raph will check on him before going to bed. And see if
Yeah,
he still
he
looks like
looks-
shit.
Yeah, he looks almost as dead as he was back over there by the animals.
Lord.
You guys can all have yourselves a long rest, except for Rowan. Rowan will have a plain old short rest.
Wake up, boy.
And the morning comes as the sun rises. You already hear people moving about the camp, getting ready for the day.
All I can imagine is Rowan like trying to play music for Song of Rest in the state, and it's like fucking kazoo music of like
Because
the Titanic song.
It's fucking Black Star. I have to find that song now.
Rowan, you wake up and you feel just as bad as you felt when you went to sleep. Any hit dice that you roll today, or for healing at this point in time, will have a -3 penalty attached to it. It's morning. What are you guys up to? The Greythorns will feed you in the morning as they did at night.
I'm gonna go check on the chicken.
Yeah. The chicken will
What
still
the vile fuck is that?
be there. It is. I mean, it looks like a bird that had a medieval operation on it.
Still alive?
It's still alive. It's just not too happy about being alive at this point. Maybe a little lethargic. Trying to hide in a corner somewhere.
Right, and I will take it
Okay.
and give it some opiates.
Okay.
Ooh, painkillers.
Now I'm gonna open it up again
Okay.
and check on the parasite.
The parasite's still there.
Right.
It seems to move slightly, but it looks like it's part of the chicken's own movements, be it breathing or pulse.
Mhm.
But it's still there.
Alright, I'm gonna cut as much of it as I can without like touching or pulling on the head that's inside.
So you're just gonna cut away at the fleshy bits, I assume.
Yes.
Alright.
Mhm.
As your knife cuts into it, it does writhe a bit, but it doesn't seem to affect the chicken all that much. No, I probably should have made you do a check for that, but I'm just giving that to you, I guess. It's too late. It's like baseball. Can't take back our calls.
All right.
You have yourself, well, do you try to unravel the flesh after cutting away?
Sure. What am I looking at?
Oh, you got yourself another, albeit shorter, more of a 6-inch, like, tube of leech meat without a head.
Now I'm gonna explore the head with my needle.
Okay. What are you
What
doing?
is still inside the head? Like, not moving the head, just moving, like using the needle to poke into it and like separate tissue, stuff like that.
Yeah. So all the stuff that you saw in the first leech that you extracted, uh, they're all still there, but they're not doing anything. There's no pulsating, no writhing, no nothing.
All right, I'm gonna start removing everything that's like fleshy
All right.
inside the head.
You
I'm
start
trying
doing
to
that.
only leave kidney.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a dex check. This isn't too important. Really. You just don't roll a 10 on the die. I mean, even if you roll a 10 on the die, you're still passing.
Just a normal dex.
Yeah, just don't critically fail. How about that?
Is it normal or surgical?
You could toss surgical on it too. Yeah, you're fine. You start to tear away at the fleshy bits inside the chitinous head. Eventually, you feel like you've gotten everything.
All right. So how hard is this kitten?
You can't poke your needle through it.
I can or can't?
Can't.
Is it a lot?
Sorta. From the other creature that you've extracted, it's what would be a similar size thing? You know the adapters for a VGA to DVI? Or the head of a monitor cable. That's about the size of it.
Okay.
It is pretty tough. You can't really crush it in your hands. If you struck at it with a tool of some sort, it would break.
Huh. Well, I will just close the chicken back up and see how it goes through the day.
Alright. So it's just a day of observation.
Yep.
All right. Everyone else, what are you guys up to?
I'm no longer a jungle gym for the Greythorns. I'm gonna try and see if I can find anything else about. I'm gonna examine the fucking what's it called scroll more intently.
All right. Sil, Rowan.
Do I need to make a check to see if I gain anything,
Arcana.
glean anything from it? Let me just double check that score. Haha, my PDF reader froze. Hello?
So
Skill issue. So we'll be making sure Rowan's alive.
Oh yeah, Rondal's dying. That's true.
I've been dying for the past couple minutes, hours,
Days.
days.
I'm going to kill myself. That's the only way.
That is a bad Arcana skill. Oh,
That's
Just
why he's
double
not a
check.
wizard.
Wait, no, I'm proficient. I don't think being proficient would actually save me there.
I think it does.
It brings it up to a 20, even.
Only? I'm pretty sure proficiency has a higher bonus.
It has
Proficiency is 4.
3
Yeah.
Is it +4 or +2?
plus 3.
Yeah,
Rank
you're
Oh,
good.
is
it's
plus
+3.
No,
Rank.
it's +4 and rank is +3.
No, it's plus 3 and plus 2.
Yeah, I made ranks weaker,
Oh, okay.
I think.
It used to be 4-3.
I have no idea. The folly
By
of
1.
massive
I mean, my-
homebrews.
My surgery proficiency gives me a 4.
Yeah, because that's the proficiency.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so
said
Raph,
proficient.
that's a 22.
No, proficiency is plus 3.
You're arguing with the with the DM.
I have no
with
idea.
how much it is. It's 4.
I'm pretty sure it's
mean
4 too. I
No,
have not
either
looked
way,
at it.
I pass, and that's I think all that matters here.
That is true for right now. You do pass. Congratulations. Everyone give him a round of applause.
What do I learn off the scroll?
You're reading which scroll?
The fucking Black Blue Master scroll.
Right. Let me go through my notes. I haven't touched that one in like a month.
Doing a lot of other stuff recently.
This is the one that had like a diagram of the body, correct?
Yes, I think it was abjuration.
Yes, there is abjuration and transmutation, I believe.
Yeah, and the big one was an abjuration spell for one.
As you roll through the symbols, you find what looks like a set of symbols that look familiar. It's sort of a phrase. From what you can gather, the first part of the phrase says phase, Phase, as to phase through something, and then the final one says within. But
Phase and then within.
the middle section of this little phrase seems a bit strange. You haven't seen these symbols before.
Face up.
Oh no. It's a fucking real goofy night, isn't it?
It's time to buy some black coin.
It's over. Economy's in free fall. Shitcoins can't save us.
Wait, is that why he asked for gold?
Who?
The black one. Is the black one a streamer?
Constantly
It's
asking,
Logan Paul.
constantly asking its fans to send money. If you subscribe right now, you may have a chance to win $1,000.
Oh my god, Raph is a tier 3 simp.
I think you should kill yourself.
Guys, if you're
Bet.
subscribed to the black one and you meet them in public, you might win $10,000.
It's true.
Black
But does
one
that
is
come with bath water though?
building wells, okay, in the middle of Foro.
In the middle of the fucking desert.
Wait, you're telling me it's Mr. Black instead of Black One instead?
Mist or beast?
Playing Magi hide and seek in the Royal Bazaar Coliseum. The last person to be found wins 1 million gold. The first person who gets lost, you know what? We're giving him a brand new horse.
We're sacrificing him.
Black one philanthropy.
All right. Anyone doing anything else before we pass this day?
All right, just so I note this down, the word phase and
Up.
Phase,
no,
something,
it was up.
and then within.
Okay. I unironically got one. I was like, it's not up, but the up was stuck in my head.
All right. Night falls. Leilun waning. Mara beginning to almost become 3/4. And the sun shall rise. Once again, you are treated to a graythorn breakfast out here in the woods. What are you guys up to?
How's the chicken?
The chicken seems okay. It doesn't seem any better than it was previous day. It is a recent victim of surgery. But it's
Okay.
alive.
Does it eat?
It
If I give it
clucks,
grain.
picks at the ground. If you try to feed it something, it'll attempt to eat. Seems a
So
bit
it
off
on
kilter.
Some grain or whatever.
Yeah. It'll try to eat. It will eat. It just seems a bit, disoriented. But otherwise, it's alive. Which, I mean, really, when you're cutting into someone, with the medical knowledge of an era like this, the fact that it's alive is, well, probably a success all in itself.
So in these 3 days, I haven't heard any buzzing around, right?
No.
All right. I'm gonna. It's time for the cow to go through surgery.
All right.
All right. I will need a torch lit next to me.
That can be provided.
And I will drag the cow so it goes to sleep.
All right. You drug the cow.
And I will start doing the same incisions. looking for the head of the thing,
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing.
You'll find it. It's I think the ridges of a cow's vertebrae are much more prominent, I'd assume.
Yep.
So when
But
you
the vertebrae are also much farther apart from each
Yeah.
other.
so there'll be a noticeable bulge on at least one or two vertebrae. You'll find the thing. You'll find the thing eventually. And you do your
Bulge,
incision.
concealing breastplate.
You cut into the cow. You reveal yourself the leech thing.
All right.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the parasite open where I did last time
Mm-hmm.
and start heating up my scalpel.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you gonna? What are you doing? You gonna go for the sack again?
Yes, same
All right.
procedure.
Just roll for crit failure. Yeah, it's perfect. Just like last time, yeah. You take the scalpel, you cut at the thin part, and you pull the sack away. You have yourself another toxin sack.
All right, and now I will cut the blackberry out.
Okay. The thing writhes.
Once it's calmed down, I will start like getting rid of the fleshy parts and then into the head with my needle and get rid of everything inside of that and just leave the kid there.
Yep. You do as you did to the chicken. I imagine you stitch the cow up afterwards.
Yep.
Alright. Do you wait around again to see how the cow fares?
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, it'll wake up in its, daze, just like the other creature, just like the chicken has. And like the chicken, it seems to be disoriented. It's definitely downtrodden. No. It's a surgery patient. You're not gonna be feeling fine after being put down and cut into like that.
Yep.
But yeah, it seems okay. It grunts and groans and might like moo in distress, but otherwise it seems fine. As fine as one can be under the given circumstances.
All right. And I'm gonna show both animals to Hansel.
He was here for the entire cow operation. He didn't pay too much attention to the chicken one, but just the fact that the chicken was acting like a regular chicken kind of gave him more intrigue to what you did with the cow. He looks at you, like, I do believe you've done it, Frau Tazani. Do you think you are ready for the men?
Yes, but there is always the chance that the operation fails.
I understand. So, I would hope for all of them to survive. I believe that the oldest male is the one that you must do your best with. Whenever you are ready, let me know.
How about this afternoon?
That should be fine.
All right. Get them as clean as possible, and then we can begin. Just as with the cow, I just need a fire nearby, and that would be about it.
Yeah, well, I will talk to the others. We will do our best to prepare the men for the surgery. He will make his way to the tent. Anything you wish to do? Prepare beforehand?
No. I
Did
just
Rowan doll die?
clean my instruments and stuff.
Rowan looks just as shitty as he did the previous day. Rowan,
Yep.
today sucks. You're still reeling, not reeling in pain, but you still feel the after effects of that vicious toxin you've so foolishly imbibed. Right?
It's
Twice.
just one of those days.
It really is just one of those days.
One of those.
Where you wake up, everybody sucks. Noontime rolls around. It's time for surgery. You're in the
All right,
tent.
let's begin.
You got the 3 men. All of them on their bedding. Look like they've been recently washed, cleaned. The 2 men, Gregory and Frederick, are there. So, Tarzani, how do you wish to begin? Do you need our assistance for anything?
Be ready with like oh no. I think I have everything for the surgery. Just I will need help with the post operation care.
Very well. Alright,
Alright,
you got 3 men.
let's start.
Who do you wish to operate on first?
I will do eeny miny mo. And pick one.
Alright.
You know, the scientific method.
Yes.
The most trusted way. Alright,
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
who's Mo?
Something Kideni.
I don't know, who's Mo?
I don't know. Which knife area
I
do
will
you
pick
catch
one
by a
at
tail?
random.
Alright. I'll just roll a d6. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, I'm operating on Rowan there.
Like critical failure, I'm operating on Rowan doll. You got the wrong guy. Like,
The-
it's gonna go open up the sheet and be like, oh, that's a skinny elf man. That's not the right elf.
You stand before the youngest. His cut, I believe, was on his belly. Which now seems to have healed quite well. How do you go about the surgery?
Alright, I will do the same thing as with the animals, and I will open at about where I think the head will be. But I will open from the front side, so I will put them on their sides,
Mhm.
So I have access to like the back and the front,
Mm-hmm.
and I will open at the side, kind of thing.
Okay. So you cut around, I would
Wait,
say.
did I say I drag them yet?
No, you didn't.
Okay, I will drag them first.
Okay. You drug the man, get him placed on his side, and you try to suss out where the equivalent spot would be, which you figure is probably around the shoulders, just beneath the nape of the neck. Give me a surgery check, which would be your dexterity plus the 4. You cut into the man, and the air feels a little tense as you have the 3 Greythorn men watching over you. You find the body of the creature wrapped around this the youngest man's spine.
Head is there?
Yes.
Alright, then same thing. Open the thing up, remove the sack, remove the blackberry, remove the flesh, remove the other fleshy bits.
Alright. Just as with the animals, with every organ that you cut out, there is some writhing of the creature. Some of that does translate into the man, despite having drugged him. But you have, you pull out the ichor sac. You clear out the flesh. You clear out the blackberry. You cut out the flesh. You clear out the insides of the head. And you sew them up.
Yep.
Okay. Who's next?
Oh no.
Okay. I roll a d4. You find yourself in front of the middle-aged, or the 30-ish-year-old man. The man who has no obvious incision point.
Alright, same procedure.
Alright. Give me another surgery check. Ooh. You go about it one more time. You feel like this time's a bit more rough. You're maybe in fear that you might not find the creature, just because of the lack of an obvious point of invasion. But it is just about where it was on the previous guy, maybe a little bit lower this time. I imagine you do the same routine.
Yep.
Okay. Yep, you cut out the sack, you cut out the blackberry, you sever the body from the head, and you remove the fleshy bits from inside the skull of the creature. You sew him up, and he's done. Now all you have left is the eldest man, the mid-40s.
Alright, let's go. Same thing.
Okay. Give me one more surgery check. Okay. With the confidence you had cutting into the first man, you do the same thing. You find the body just where you believe it to be. You cut the sack, you cut the berry, you remove the body from the skull, you remove the body from the spine, you cut out the fleshy bits, you sew them up. There's still a subtle tension in the air. Hansel stands by, ready to do whatever you need. Gregory and Frederick seem to be watching astutely. As you get the final creature, the final surgery done, Frederick seems a bit relieved. Gregory still seems a little tense. Gregory steps up. Are you sure that is all? Doctor.
Well, given the time I had to study this and whatever I found out, that would be all. Just need some post-operation care for now, until they wake up.
Is there anything we should expect as they awaken?
They might be in a daze, but I'm not sure how their minds will be affected by this.
Well, Hansel, thank you for your efforts. I will return to my people. We will return in a few days. Frederick, you stay here and watch over them. Hansel gives him a nod, and Gregory leaves the tent. Hansel looks towards you. Frau Tazani, if we could speak outside.
I follow.
We had struck a deal for our cooperation with handling the man known as Roger Pearson. I believe you have upheld your side of the deal, regardless of whatever happens here. Once Gregory returns and our business is concluded, I will return to Lakeshore. Is there a place where I may find you?
You could ask for me at the Tarsani business. If I am not there at the moment, I will get back to you soon.
Understood. You and your people are free to stay here for a few days if you need. I know that the elven man seems to require a doctor of his own.
Yeah, I will operate on him too.
Oh no.
I am sure he is in good hands, Doctor.
Alright, I will stay. I wanna check how it goes when I get the trunk up on my surgery.
I have to ride somewhere for now, but I will return before Gregory does. If you are still here, I will ride with you to Lakeshore, otherwise I will head off myself.
I know that him.
Dr. Tazani. And he will head on his way back to camp. Alright. What y'all up to?
Waiting.
Waiting.
I guess waiting.
So when do we get opened up by Isolte?
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna open him up, see what's going on.
See what's going on in that brain of his.
No,
That's
body.
one way to do it, I suppose. The oldie medicine. We don't know what's going on in there. We should probably crack them open and have a look, make sure everything seems the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of bloodletting.
He's dead.
Good.
You drained him of his last 4 HP. 3 HP. Yeah, a few hours have passed. It's nighttime. Though it's quite cloudy and quite cold. You can see the fading light of Liloon pierce through the clouds. And there's a little splotch of red out there. You'll hear a groaning come from the tent. Frederick will exit the tent and run towards the camp, eventually returning with some water. The three men seem okay. The young man and the 30-year-old man don't seem to be doing too hot. But the oldest man seems to be doing quite fine. He actually is sitting upright at this point in time. Kind of looking around, wondering where he is. Why is he lying here naked? Why is this hurt on his back over here? That kind of thing. As he grumbles in Greythorn. Do you speak Greythorn, Isolte?
No. Kara is a translator for Greythorn.
Correct. That's right. Eventually, Frederick returns and tries to feed water to the three as they try to have a conversation in Greythorn. This entire time they spoke Black Boom at you, by the way.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah.
Everyone speaks Ebonics.
Yep. It is the binding tongue of the rose. Frederick will approach you. Doktor, do you have anything for the pain? If anything you may spare would be more than welcome.
I will give them a lower dosage of the opiates I got.
Okay. He thanks you. Alright. Do you continue to observe, or?
Yep. I'll just observe for like the rest of the day, I guess.
Well, it's nighttime. The surgeries took quite some time.
No, yeah, the rest of the next day, I meant.
Yeah. Roll on to the next day. The next day they also seem fine. There's a bit of a rain going on as people stay to their tents. But they seem fine for the most part. The oldest man seems a lot more talkative. The younger two, they seem still a bit out of it. But they're alive. They're well. They seem to be able to hold a conversation with Frederick.
I'm gonna ask them what the last thing they remember is.
You ask, and Frederick translates. One of them says he was hunting, and then he blacked out. That was the youngest man. The 30-something-year-old man says he was standing guard outside his village. And then he heard a noise come from behind him, and then he blacked out. The middle-aged man refuses to answer.
All right. Well, that's it from me. I'm going to sleep, and you just will tell them to avoid like heavy physical activities.
Mm-hmm. Try to translate that. Yep. Do you guys head off to Lakeshore in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sil will stop and get some extra hardtack for Rowan just so we can at least have something to keep it down.
Yeah. You guys.
Has Rowan's condition improved at all over the days that we're here, or?
Rowan,
Yeah.
Kill
have you
yourself now.
at all tried to regain your HP via hit dice?
No.
You have 2.
He's just sitting
Okay,
there
I'll
dying.
try it now.
He's accepted his fate.
So hit dice is 6 plus con, right? Yeah, my hit dice is 6.
Yeah, your hit dice is 6. I'm not sure if I'm still letting con attached to it though.
Okay, so it's just hit dice.
You also get an extra D6 from a Song of Rest.
Yeah, but do you think Hive will let me sing while I'm in pain?
He's in no
It's
state.
Rowan.
That's true.
He will literally sing about being in pain.
Okay, I'm gonna use one more hit dice.
All right. Hey, you get back 3 HP. So he doesn't look as bad. He looks like he's gotten a little bit better. But Rowan, I mean, these past few days have sucked. You've never been in so much pain for so long. Usually, you could just stare at the sun, go blind, shake it off, and you're fine. Tear away at your arm with your funny little stope stone. And then, after a few seconds, it all grows back. But that's not the case. Today, yesterday, the day before that, you feel like absolute garbage. You guys head on back to Lakeshore. Riding through the rain in this chilly spring day. And you'll arrive at noon. And that's where we'll call it for today.
Nice.
God damn.
Well,
Big Isolte XP.
that was a very Isolte heavy. I didn't think that'd take the entire session, to be honest, but
So, I mean, we had the all the animal triage, and then fucking let's just feed it to Rowendal and see what he does.
Look, that was part of the experiment.
It was very necessary.
Yes.
Like we don't have
Very.
any we don't have centrifuges. We don't have like blood tests. We got a Rowendal. You can fit
Yeah.
so much plague and cancer in this baby.
you could
So
fit
will you
so
heal
much
back
pain
up?
in this bad boy. You'll just heal it all. Oh, wait. Alright.
I'm surprised I'm at my rolls today.
Yeah, your rolls were very good. Not a single
I
critical
rolled a
failure.
100 as the first roll of the session.
I'm not gonna lie. That was amazing
Wait.
that you guys all rolled critical failures on the D100.
We synchronized. Like, so we indicated that was the sign. That was like a sign from God that this is the Isolte episode and everyone else should kill themselves.
Isolte rolled 1 off of a critical failure. Or
I
did he
mean,
100?
Rowan tried to kill himself,
That's true.
although Isolta helped.
After the first time he took the Ichor, I didn't think he'd do it again. Boy, was I
didn't think
wrong.
So either.
You know, honestly, you know what came to mind with that? The fucking spider in Baldur's Gate.
What spider?
The whole quit licking the damn spider.
Licking the
okay.
spider. I think you can lick one spider and get poisoned.
I don't remember that
Right
part.
here.
It's in Act 1.
That's in 3, right?
No, it's Act 2.
Is it? No.
I don't remember that bit.
Yeah, it's when you're dealing with whatchamacallem, the demon in the Temple of Shar.
I don't remember that bit.
That feeling no
Did
sharp.
you have Shadow Heart in your
Yeah, I did
Your
the
party?
Temple of Shar.
Huh.
I think, wait. In Act 2?
When you're getting the night song, it's mandatory.
No.
No, I don't remember licking a spider.
I don't think was killing the Ordos guys necessary.
No, you didn't have to kill these guys, but you had to go in the temple.
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't meet them, you don't see the spider, do you?
Actually, no, you do have to deal with them because you have to get one of the things if you're not doing the glitch. Yeah, this is like the north of the bottom floor in the northeast section.
Nah, I don't remember. Alright, everyone's getting 100. Isolta, you're getting a big fat 250.
Damn, son.
That should be level 2.
Rowan, I'm giving you 25 for
For surviving.
For living it.
for surviving one of the few things that could outright kill you.
As the Great Leak once said, you have to live it.
10 of that XP I'm giving to Isolta is for her saving you by having you drink the rose water.
Oh, I was thinking for being the only one of us that didn't roll a fucking crit fail.
We can't control that. I'm just unlucky by nature.
Okay, Hyde, hear me out. We should get 5 experience for our synchronized critical failures.
5 experience is fucking nothing.
That's the point. It's just funny.
It's just like, why bother?
I'm trying to find
Because it's funny.
Alright, I'm gonna kill you.
I mean, I gave one of you 69 XP for having 420, so
That's true. I take it back. My bad. I'm still gonna kill you though.
Alright. Let's add to your XP. Let's see, Rowan, you are now at 1325.
Boy, what's your AC?
Raph, you're at 1144. Sil, you're at 925. No, 1000.
1K each. Yeah.
Isolta, you are now 13. No, 1400. No, 1300. Yeah. Congratulations, Isolta.
Wait, what?
You have breached the experience threshold for level 2.
Yeah, well, I should be at 1400.
I can't math. Are you sure? Yeah.
Yeah, I got 250 and then 100.
Oh, that's
to
right. I
everyone.
forgot the extra 100. 1400. Congratulations, Doctor.
Residency, woo!
What class even is Isolte? Fighter with custom subclass?
I have no custom subclass. I have an education.
Isolte comes from an esteemed family of surgeons and acupuncturists and assassins.
Same thing.
Surgeons.
I mean, to be fair, the only
greatest
assassin we have is. To be fair, I'm pretty sure Rowan is our assassin.
Yeah, at this point, Rowan is Agent 47.
Except replace guns with rocks.
That's true.
All right.
Now it's time to see what level 2 brings to me.
Yep. All right. Well, are we here next
Also,
week?
what day is it?
It is the
No.
28th.
Is it?
It is the 28th, noon, as you reach the gates of Lakeshore.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I will not be here next week.
All right. We'll be.
Yeah, he's gonna be gay at GayCon.
Dude, what the fuck?
There'll be no game next week as Kaiman is off to Ram Ranch.
That's actually probably maybe a little bit more accurate. At one point in time.
What about the week after?
I'll be here.
So, no game on the 9th, but we'll have a game on the 16th.
Correct.
Everyone else?
I'm fine.
I want to make a naked dwarf druid that thinks he's a bear.
No dwarves. Remember, no Russian.
Oh, I got action search. Nice.
I think you also have second wind. Or you already have that, huh?
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay. Thank Marula for this drawing of his.
Oh, you actually get a flexible feat level
Fucking
too.
sick.
What do I get?
Oh, you
You're
get a
it's actually-
feat as well. Ability score increase. So you can choose to increase 2 stats or get a
No,
feat.
he gets a flexible feat. It
Does
says
he?
fighters get to choose flexible feats at the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th.
Oh.
So, but it doesn't have any lists of what they are. Is it just from his?
No, there is
That's
a
the
list
subclass.
in the subclass, yeah.
Yeah. But
So
you
he
also
gets
get
to
the
pick a-
ability score increase too, don't you? As a fighter?
No, they just get second wind. I'm not second wind. Action surge. Action surge is their level 2.
Do they have to wait till 4 before that kicks in? I'm pretty sure they get it every 2 levels.
No, it says fourth.
Okay.
At second, I use get action search.
It's at level 4 that it starts to kick in for the every
Okay.
2
Yep.
for a bit.
Right. Yeah, so you get a flexible feat at 2nd level.
So
Second,
is
third,
that
fourth, fifth.
is that a flexible subclass feat he
Yeah,
gets?
subclass. Flexibles tend to be subclass. Ranger's the only one that has flexible regular class feats. So yeah, you get a little. You get to choose a little something special.
Damn, black belt seems insane. What the fuck?
If you you can really tell what classes I really enjoy by what I've given them.
And when do I get Titan's Grip?
You're a giant. Just do it.
But yeah, that's true. I'm I'm a Titan by default.
I'm
No,
thinking. I'm thinking of changing, um, how Giant's default minimum strength works. Which I would allow you to retroactively affect your character if I do change it. Thinking that instead of forcing you to put a minimum of 16 to strength, I would rather just whatever you put there get set to that minimum instead. So if you had, say, an 8 and you put it to strength, you would just have 16 strength. Thinking.
Well, what's his current strength?
I'm pretty sure
High.
his current strength is the minimum.
Which is 13?
It's
No.
16.
16. So I think originally I forced him to put 16 or higher in there from his rolls. But I think it's more thematic to why Giants have that, to just make it so that they always have 16 minimum. So if you put something that's smaller than 16 there, you just get 16.
I think that goes with like the original thought you had for like how you're gonna do your stat distribution.
Yeah, because in my world, ability scores are not relative, they're absolute.
Yeah, because like right now, what makes
Because
it funny is Syl is literally as strong as him.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It would be weird for a giant to have 8 strength and still be capable of existing.
I'm a giant. I have 8 strength. I can exist.
Although to be fair, I think it's absolute in regards to their size category.
Well,
Like
I want
a
all
giant
ability
with
scores
like
to be
8
absolute.
No, like a giant with 8 strength should be stronger than like a human with 8 strength simply because of the
Well, at that
weapon
point, you're going
weapon
by
damage.
you're
by
going by
size.
the rules of every other game, which is a gnome with 20 strength is the same as a human with 20 strength. Whereas, realistically, a gnome with 20 strength should be a fearsome creature of untold power because they're so tiny.
I mean, gnomes should act. I mean, a gnome with 20 strength should be weaker than a human with 20 strength because their size is small. So
Well, yeah,
their
but at that point, I
damage
would just say that the
going by
gnome
better
can't
system.
have 20 strength.
Yeah, but like going by a better system with it, like the giant, the gnome, the human all have a weapon. The human is D10, the giant is D12, the gnome is D8, all for the same weapon.
Yeah, but gnomes aren't.
Size modifiers.
Gnomes
cool.
don't suffer that because reasons. Don't worry, eventually one day we'll delve deep into the lore of gnomes.
We don't
No,
play gnomes
Terra.
anymore.
Yeah,
A whole
they're
system dedicated
gnomes
to it.
are not gnomes are not gnells. Gnomes are not gnomes. They're gnomes.
Sylvan suffers 12 points of damage as she writhes from cringe,
Gnomes are Onaholes in Poppy Quest.
as they should be.
No, they're not. Gnomes are
Slurred.
fucking. Gnomes are like retarded children with tasers.
Hey, there was a. You guys killed you specifically killed a gnome in Silk
Yeah.
Road.
Fuck that guy. You thought I was retarded and was
I
like,
don't think
yeah.
it was you.
I'm talking about Syl. Oh, well, you also killed a gnome too, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Beat the shit out of him.
what's his name? Crackhead Harry Potter went and killed Charlie from Always Sunny and his gnomish girlfriend. And then fucking Kaiman nuked Kalulu's ex-husband.
To be fair, he did try to hold back. He was just too powerful.
He tried to hold back and he still caved their skulls in.
Tried to hold back, got a crit. And the dude was using fucking Cestai. So It's a light weapon, and light weapons have some real fun interactions with the attack rate.
Yeah, I'm changing how strength and size category works.
To be fair, I think that is actually the only character that's actually more broken than Rowan.
Probably. You did
Right, come and
destroy
sting
a
you.
lot
Wow.
of encounters.
He
Alright.
was literally
Uh,
Simon. He's like the guy that walks up to the enemy, just walks away, and then they just like explode into like a flurry of being punched like 1,000 times into like a fucking paste.
yeah, he did have some Kenshiro to him.
Why did you not quest in Searing Gorge at all?
No.
Searing
You can
Gorge
probably do
sucks.
all the quests in there.
I am cutting the
While
stream.
dying.
Goodbye.
Yeah, it's racism time.